Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and we are live. I'm rocking my Yoda Jenkins jersey until I get an actual one. He was the MVP on our last time we went live during a Madden Sim, so Yoda, I know you're watching. Huge shout out to you, my brother. On top of that, we got a really fun show on tap, and I also know that the NBA draft is going on right now. It's at least day 2, so if you hear any commotion around the Chat Sports Studios, it's probably around the draft. If anything big happens during the draft, we might talk about it a little bit, to be honest. The only way we're probably going to talk about it is if Bronny James ends up getting drafted. But the segments that I got coming up today for the nation are: The Athletic released a 53-man roster. I want to give my reaction on some of the players that they kept, some of the players that they cut, because about 2 weeks ago I put out my 53-man, and there's some similarities, but there's also quite a bit of differences. Then, I wanted to put out a show around Gardner Minshew deserving more respect. I have noticed on my YouTube comments, I have noticed when I go live, I've been watching other people's live streams, and don't get me wrong, I love the passion that Raider Nation has for Aidan O'Connell, but I'm also going to sit up here and say, quite frankly, I think Gardner Minshew deserves a lot more respect than the respect that he's been given by the nation and also by the NFL world, so I'm going to come up with a show there. Then, Raiders, Dolphins, Week 11, Madden Sim. As always, if you want to get your questions or comments here on the show, let's get a hashtag Raiders or Super Chat going right now. Now, I know a lot of people are asking about the live poll. Don't worry, Jeremy, he'll be on the stream here in just a little bit. If you want to shout out, I want to know who's rocking with me. I want you to spam me down below. That way I can see who's pulled up to the scene here on the Raiders Report. I got Jacob Surd. What's up, my man? I see Eric M. down below. Ken Kenyon, appreciate the fact that you decided to show up, my man. Was the Lesbo? What's going on? Ryan, Patrick B. Can't get it right. Billy Davis, Jaime Alvarado. Yoda Jenkins, Ryan, Nova, Mario Gallardo, Ed Robbins, the Ruthless Raider, Frankie, Kevin Showwalker, Adam Martinez, Noah Santana. Seriously, y'all, thank you so much for always tuning in to the Raiders Report. I know it's the off season, but I hope the fact that you guys do tune in as much as you do, it means that you're having a good time. Today, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today on the Madden stream. So, if you don't know how the Raiders Report works, I like to be interactive. I like to ask you guys a bunch of different questions, and then we get in onto the show. If you could scale Gardner Minshew's Madden ranking, okay? I don't want you to give me his actual Madden rating. That's kind of boring. I want you to give me your Madden rating for Gardner Minshew. How would you rate him from 1 all the way up to 99? 1, obviously the worst quarterback in the NFL. 99, he's the best in the biz. I'll give my answer coming up a little bit later on today's show when I break down my segment around Gardner, but I am seeing I see a 75 from Roger. Eric M says 78. Rebel Montana 69. One Shot 79. Though actually for a second, Rebel, I thought you were being honest, but then again, I just know that that's your answer. Gary says 67. Frankie says 83. Yoda, 69. Billy Davis, 78. 82 from Elizabeth Hutchins. I also got Raider Rudy. What's up, my man? Can't get it right. I see you. T&L is going to go with 83. Patrick B says 81. So I know that it's a new offense, but I'm telling you right now, after you watch the segment around Gardner and just everything that young man has had to deal with into the NFL, and I think especially for Raider fans, I have a few comparisons in there that I do really think you're going to be like, oh shit, that's really going up against an uphill battle. I think that you guys will agree with me. I see 07 Hog Dog. What's up, 07 Hog Dog? JP Lacoste, it's my birthday. We better win. Been a fan since 1977. JP Lacoste, happy birthday to you, my man. Seriously, I think every single year that goes by, so what? The Raiders, they won a Super Bowl the first year that you were around. And then they had 2 more early on. Is that why you're a Raider fan? I was talking to LA Crash Dog yesterday. I don't know if Crash Dog is here today. And we did our Zoom call, which shout out to Goots. Goots showed up yesterday with his pet parrot named Mr. Madden. He also has a pet bunny rabbit named Woodson, which I thought was pretty wild. Anyway, Crash Dog was like, when I was growing up as a fan, it was like the Raiders were the team. They were the best team. And, unfortunately, us newer Raider fans, we haven't really been able to experience that, but it would be, it'd be pretty awesome. What's up, Chef? What's old news? can you touch on that Mitch from G Money? If you guys want to get your questions up here on the show, I want you to use hashtag Raiders. It's the only way. Or you could skip the line and you can get on with a super chat. We do have a few super chat deals that I do want to get to, so just keep that in mind. Rebel, it's all good, my man. Raider Rudy, woohoo, thank you, Mitch. Rudy, you've been a long-time viewer, Rudy. That I know. Rudy has been a very, very old-time watcher. Chef, somebody talking about and his wife in the bankruptcy. Yeah, I don't really want to get into it. I kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday or Tuesday, kind of like the Cliff Notes version of it. But like me as a Raiders Report host, I'm not really going to be somebody that's going to talk about Antonio Pierce and his wife's like private life. If it impacts the Raiders, then I will talk about it. But if it's just their private life, that's not really something that I get into. And you know, I actually got to give Raider D a lot of credit. He made a show around another content creator who, you know, kind of like said some really horrible things, I think, about Antonio Pierce and his wife and kind of called him out on it. But like, to me, I only talk about things that impact the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, maybe maybe it's just another thing AP's got to worry about, but you know, if you guys want to go look up the story, you can. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to drag AP and his wife through the mud. They made some bad financial decisions, it looks like. As long as it doesn't impact the Raiders, I personally don't really care, man. Yeah, Rebel said I seen that. I agree with them, though. Like, I think everything that Raider D said in that show, again, he said some things about me. I hopped on the show. We talked about it, and now him and I are like good buddies. We communicate often enough where, you know, he's a content creator, and I get it. But then, you know, there's obviously one person that nobody likes for obvious reasons.
Yep.
Jeremy Chuggs, what's up, man? I'll tell you what, your shirt, definitely a different color up on stream.
Yeah, it looks red right now.
Oh, I'll tell you right now.
It looks red.
That's red. The color that's up on that screen is red.
Yeah.
That's also not the color that's right there.
Yeah, the camera makes it look different.
It's okay. There's been like a long time debate with Jeremy at the Chat Sports Studios when he wears this shirt, so I wanted to get you guys in on it too. What's up, Nada? One shot. Told y'all it was red. It's red. I mean, it's red in this camera. It's not red in real life. It's pretty close. Chuggs, let's show them what the super chat menu is.
I'm gonna go ahead and tweet it out. I'm gonna tweet it out so you can see an actual photo of what it looks like.
What color it is? Okay. Hey, Chuggs is gonna tweet it out. What's up, Slaughterproof? I see you. I got you. Once Chuggs sees it, we'll get it up on screen. We got 250 people here watching the Raiders Report. If you guys haven't yet, please make sure that you click that like button. It is much appreciated. Usually Monday, Tuesday shows are a little bit more laid back. As far as I'm concerned, Thursday, Friday, I'm ready to get after it. If there's a Raiders Madden game going down, I'm ready to get this thing rocking and rolling.
All right.
I will say Friday is still more of the happy hour show where we get a little bit more litty-titty. That doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun today.
Let your hair down.
Slaughterproof, can I get a shout out for my wife Amanda's birthday? Say, we need Amanda hug and kiss to have a great birthday. So you're saying we need Amanda hug and kiss to have a great birthday. Happy birthday, Amanda. If you don't spam HBD, then you can get the hell out of here. The nation is a family after all. Bernardo Turner, this is a Yoda Jenkins jersey.
All right.
I don't know what you mean.
Here we go.
It's also an Aidan O'Connell jersey.
I just put the link to my tweet in the chat. Go check it out. Give it a like and a retweet. And also let me know with that picture, what does it look like? Because it definitely looks different than what it looks like on screen right now.
It does.
I just put the link in the chat to my tweet. I tweeted out a photo of my shirt.
Slaughterproof, got him. Is that me? Amanda hug and kiss. Is that something? Does that mean something? Amanda hug and kiss. I don't know.
Hug and kiss.
Oh, I get it. Do you get it? A man to hug and kiss. That's what he's saying in the chat. See, and maybe this is why we don't do happy birthday shout-outs anymore. Happy birthday, Amanda hug and kiss. All right, y'all. So today, our deals are as follow. 200 likes is a steep slope. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
it's supposed to be 100.
Yep.
So every 100 likes, Jeremy and I are going to give a dad joke. If you don't know the dad joke rules around here, it's this. If I give a joke and Jeremy laughs, he's got to take a drink. If I give a joke and you guys laugh at home, you also got to take a drink. Obviously, if you're over the age of 21. If you're not, go get some milk, go get a root beer or something. At $10, we got a wheel spin. I will admit, a lot of the wheel spin things are more of like challenges that Jeremy and I are going to have to do up on stream. If at any point you see a challenge that you want to do with us, hey, don't be shy. I would love for you guys to start like doing the challenges that Jeremy and I do, and then like tweeting us the video, and then that way we can use that video up here on our channel and stuff, like maybe a YouTube short. So if you could try to keep it under 60 seconds, that would be great. $20 super chat to get on our sponsor raffle. So the other day I had a Raider fan ask me, Mitch, how can I sponsor a Raiders show? So you know how like some shows were like, today's show is presented by Manscaped. Today's show is presented by Panda Sups. Today's show is presented by whatever sponsor we have. Bottom line is this. If you send in a $20 super chat today and you end up winning the raffle for the sponsor, I will literally do a show that is presented by Jake Serb. And if you have something that, I don't know, that you're really passionate about, maybe you have your own business, maybe your daughter's a Raiderette, maybe your son's Little League team needs to raise money for their lemonade stand. I want to start doing more shows that, you know, like the nation gets more eyeballs on some of the stuff that they got going on. So, like, I know Justin Abgen, he's a big-time Raiders Report watcher. He's got a plumbing business. If he ends up winning this raffle, then he can put his plumbing business up here on the show for one episode, and we'll just talk about it and just kind of get a little bit more notoriety out there. If you want to be the sponsor of the show and just people to follow you on Instagram, hey, you can do that as well. I know a lot of people are doing a lot of amazing things inside of the nation, and I just want more people to know about them, and I have a platform here where I think I have the opportunity to help get more eyeballs on some of the things that a lot of people are doing. So if you like the idea, get in for the $20 sponsorship raffle. I think it could be a lot of fun. Every Hondo, we do a beer bong and a bang here on the show, which means right now as it stands, our June bang competition, Ed Robbins and Lord Cameron Abbott are tied, both with 29 bangs this month. Also, then you got Zahn, Noah Santana, Ira Jackson, Yoda Jenkins, all very, very close. On top of this, we're also going to be doing a 50-50 raffle on today's show, which we will do this probably at halftime of the Madden Sim. We'll also do one, probably at the end of the game. If you want to make it a big pot, we'll just do one at the end of the game. So if you want a chance to get in, it is a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. LA Crash Dog is the first person that's in, and he sent that to me yesterday in case he missed the show. He goes, get me in case I miss the show. So if you want to join Crash Dog, you want to get in this 50-50 raffle, $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Hey, man. Jacob Surt, I am an income caretaker, but thanks for the shout out. Even if you wanted to tell me that, tell me your life story. I don't know. I want to get more people to either be able to tell their story, to just be a part of the Raiders Report. If you want to even think of a show idea, we could probably even craft something up like that. This is the time of the offseason where Jeremy and I can do a lot more stuff like this, where it's built more for the people that are watching in June because, we got 217 people watching the show right now. When I go live on Thursday during the regular season, we're going to have close to 2,000. So it's a big difference. I see Caleb says Raiders from Oakland. Or Oklahoma. Shit, my bad. Oklahoma love. If you want to spam what city you're watching from, let us know down below. Mario, which Raiders opponent makes you the most nervous about? I'll say this. To be honest, the opponent that makes me the most nervous is the Saints, and that's only because if the Raiders lose to Derek Carr, you got to hear about that probably forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not nervous about any opponent. To me, the Raiders, if they show up and they bring their A game, they're going to be able to play with anybody in the NFL. Like, yeah, the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the league. Week one's always a nerve-wracking game. But the opponent, it's not even so much the Saints. The opponent is Derek Carr that makes me the most nervous for the obvious bragging rights reasons.
Yeah.
What about you?
The Dolphins worry me going up against them. You're in Miami, so you have possibly inclement weather, the heat, whatever.
Yep.
And also, I just don't think the Raiders match up well again. I say that with the Raiders defense actually playing pretty decent against the Dolphins last year, but the Dolphins have a ton of speed, And if they can get out in the open field, I don't think there's a defensive back on the Raiders that can keep up with Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle.
I mean, I don't know if there's many defensive backs can keep up with both of those guys. I will admit, Hobbs and Jack Jones are two very athletic players. Bennett, speed-wise, might actually be the fastest player, like from a cornerback spot that the Raiders have. But I mean, the Dolphins are going to pose a lot of challenge, I think, to a lot of defenses because you can't teach speed. And they have a lot of speed on that offense, no doubt about it. Caleb, Raiders love from Oklahoma. Caleb, shout out to you, man. I got Nada from Stockton, California. What's up, my dude? Mario, cheers. Scott Matz, what's up? Eric M, Raider, any East Coast morning game. Yeah, that's true. LA Crash Dog, up early today. What up, boys? What's up, fam? Semper Fi. Crash Dog, I got you in the duck race. I see that you put in 20 yesterday to get in. I'll also get you in our Zoom call next week as well, since you're always pulling up. I see Jason Gutierrez is in. Noah Santana, he is also in. Yoda, in case you're wondering, I will do a boot today if you end up banging. And as far as I'm concerned, if anybody really wants to get this party going, you guys already know the deal. You already know the deal, man. I am worried about this Madden game today, though. Jason, what's up, brother? Thank you so much. If you want to get an actual question in next time, please do so.
We did hit 100 likes, so
okay.
That is a dad joke. Do you have a dad joke, or do you want me to tell you mine?
If you have a dad joke, go for it.
All right. My wife recently, accused me of stealing her thesaurus. Not only was I mad, but I was distraught, appalled, upset, and flabbergasted.
What?
No.
That's too much. That's too many words.
Nope.
For your thesaurus. So, you obviously stole her thesaurus because you knew all those words. Is that the joke?
That's the joke.
What did the beach say when the tide came in?
What?
Long time no see.
Yoda Jenkins! Bang!
What's up, Yoda? Yoda Jenkins, our MVP from last week's show. And reminder, if you're the MVP on today's stream, then that means that I got to rock your jersey. Again, Yoda, just so you know, I did actually order a jersey for you. It hasn't come in time yet, so.
Can I get a redemption?
What?
A redemption joke?
Yeah, you give the redemption joke. I left my boot out in the kitchen.
I can go get it for you.
Well, you got your redemption joke, though.
Redemption joke, here it goes.
You give the joke while I go get the boot.
Well, I wanted you to hear it.
Oh, okay, go.
There's only two things I don't eat for breakfast. Lunch or dinner.
I was waiting for Bella and Green. That's what I was waiting for. You guys don't get. We got Bella Green today from lunch. If you don't know what it is, it doesn't surprise me. I don't know how popular it is, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm a grown up enough where I feel like I can eat most things. Like legitimately, for lunch, for breakfast, for dinner, I can eat 99% of things. The pallets or the food that a lot of people eat here at our company, I swear it's for like a kid. Like today, people were upset that we got vegetables. Vegetables for lunch. Wild. Rebel, I agree. I think I win round one. Round one of the dad jokes goes to me. Oaktown 66, watching you guys from Costa Rica. Love the show. Chuggs' shirt is not pink. It's closer to magenta. Unfortunately, though, you have to look at the picture of it on like Twitter because it is actually vastly different compared to the color it looks like right now on screen. We're also in a different studio, so usually we're in, it's called Studio A here at Chat Sports, and because of the NBA draft going on right now, they put Chuggs and I in, it's called Studio D, and it's the alphabet, so we just have a bunch of different studios. Yeah, I got a Happy Dad boot for Yoda. What's up, Yoda? Yoda, this one's going to you, man. Yeah, well, because I was talking about your shirt and the color. and that it's different in here because we're in a different studio. Which I do think that it's different color because we're in a studio. Like if we were in A, you could see it a little bit better. All right, y'all, how many games will the Dolphins win this season? We have a big game up against them today on Madden. Got to get a dub. The Raiders, I want to say, are 5-4. I think the Dolphins are 4-5. So both teams really, really, really fighting for this one. Eric M, cheers. Jacob Serb, cheers to you, man. Chuggs, once you get your mic on, if you could, please, please, please give some shout-outs here to everybody spamming Chug down below. Tony Steinhaus says it looks like water. Tony, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So if you've never had them, and it's just because I don't want people to think that we do drink water. Don't get me wrong, once in a while we do. They're called Happy Dads. You should check them out. They got a lot of electrolytes in them. It's like 5% alcohol by volume. On top of that, though, a lot less like suds. So they're literally built for chugging. And like if you're going to go out to Vegas on a hot, hot summer day, it's 100 degrees. Like for me, if I'm going to drink a bunch of beer, I get bloated, I get super dehydrated. You drink these, you can drink, honestly, you could drink like 10 or 12 of them, and you're going to be feeling it. Don't get me wrong, you're really going to be feeling it, but you're also going to be hydrated, and you're not going to be hungover, which for what Jeremy and I do, that's the bigger deal. I can drink like a maniac. Y'all see me do it all the time. But it's the ability then to show up to work the next day and still be able to get my shit done. Happy Dads are a total game changer, especially if you're planning on, slamming a boot of them. So, cheers to you, man. Dolphins, shit, who cares? We're the Raiders from Can't Get Right. I agree, but we play the Dolphins today on Madden. That's why I'm asking.
And I think it's worth noting because the Dolphins could be a team that the Raiders are, jockeying for position in the playoff race. Both teams AFC, both teams possibly in the wild card. Dolphins, a lot of people think that they might win their division, but the Bills are still good. They still have Josh Allen. The Jets have Aaron Rodgers now. So now that there's a little bit more competition in the AFC East, maybe the Dolphins are a wild card team. And then in that case, if you're the Raiders, it really means a lot what you think their record's going to be.
Oh, I agree, man. Like, I really do think that the Dolphins are going to be one of those teams that at the end of the year, we go back and we're like, man, what happened in that Week 11 game? And because I do think Miami's good, don't get me wrong, but I do think that they're going to take, oh, I got a hell of a burp coming.
Do it.
Nope. It's like the burps from Happy Dads aren't like the super aggressive burps from a beer. You just like feel them brewing up here a little bit. But I think that their defense is going to take a step back. They have a brand new defensive coordinator. Their offense is going to be good with all that speed that they have. But then also, like, yet again, the Dolphins to me they're just not a physical football team that the later and later the year goes on, and especially against a team like the Raiders that they're going to try to beat the shit out of people. I actually think the Raiders could give Miami a lot of trouble if the Raiders get on top. If the Raiders fall behind teams, they're really going to struggle this season. Like, you got to be in a touchdown window with the Raiders all season long. Well, if they go down by more than that, you're like, gosh, here we go.
We got to be honest with ourselves. The Chiefs have been the top of the AFC West for a couple of years now.
Yep.
So the Raiders, we're really looking at, obviously you want to win the division.
Of course.
You want to win the division, but realistically, you're really trying to get that first wild card spot.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you're the Raiders, just like every Raider fan watching this show right now, do you want to win the AFC West? Of course you want to win the AFC West. But what is a lot more likely? You winning the AFC West or you making that wild card spot? Because I know this, if we win the AFC West, awesome. Having home field advantage, cool. But like, if we do get to the playoffs and we're going up against Kansas City, I don't think Kansas City wants to face us. Like,
oh, yeah.
I really, really do not think that they want to face us. $20 super chat coming in from Crash Dog, which right now Crash Dog and Yoda, you two would be the only people that are getting in for our sponsor raffle. And
also,
yep, that one, Crash Dog.
Well, I was going to say also, Yoda's MVP. So you got to wear the Yoda next week or tomorrow.
Tomorrow if Yoda's the MVP again. Yep. Oh, I know. I hope I win the raffle so I can bring more attention to veteran programs like Save a Warrior, We lose 22 veterans every day and veteran suicide. So here's the example, Crash Dog. If you win our sponsor raffle, I know you, honestly, I got the idea to do this today, Crash, because you were talking about it yesterday on the Zoom call where, you were obviously like very, very passionate about what you were talking about. Unfortunately, our Zoom call timed out. So I messaged you on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it. I also messaged you on Venmo. If you want to send me some information on this, I would be more than happy to do a show around this, even if you don't win like this time. But if you do win this time, then yeah, I would love to be able to do something like this because I'm with you. Like the fact that we don't have better programs for our veterans, it's mind blowing to me, quite frankly. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, that's devastating. No, man. So reminder, every 10, we spin that wheel.
Every 20.
No, it was every 10. Why did we spin the wheel? Oh, you just spun it for shits and gigs?
Oh. No, yeah, you're right.
For the gigs and shit. Unbelievable. Ah, Yoda, the bean. Can't get right. What's up, Sienna Cauley? What's up, Sienna? How you doing today? Got a lot of old familiar faces in here. Serb, I was so unpopular in high school, they called me batteries. I wasn't included in anything. Holy shit. At first, I didn't realize this was a dad joke. I thought Serb was just like, you know what? I gotta get this off my chest. I was unpopular in high school. All right, I picked out this one. This is either, I think, birthday cake or dirty dishwater. So, L'chaim. Let's go!
Birthday cake? Is it good?
Here, you want to try it?
I'm good. TL.
Right. If Danny hands you gum that she's already chewed on, would you chew on it?
Oh, yeah. My mouth has been worse.
So the other day, Alex put in a fresh new piece of gum. And we were at like a restaurant. She took out the gum and she's like, where can I throw it away? And I'm like, you just put that stick of gum in. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do with it? I was like, I'll chew on it. And one of her friends was like, that's gross. I'm like, I don't see how.
You should see what this mouth has done.
No, like, yes, but also, how is chewing gum from your significant other gross? Like, I don't know. Is it gross? Honest question. Why for yes and for no? What up, TL? Do you believe our secondary is as bad as the press says it is? Everyone is saying it's a weak spot. I mean, I would say the cornerback spot is a little bit of a question mark, no doubt about it. But, like, also, people really underappreciate how good Trevon Merrick is. I think people underappreciate how good Marcus Epps is. And then Hobbs is a good corner, but he's a slot guy. Jack Jones is still a little bit unproven. It's because of that other cornerback spot is maybe why the press says it's weak. But, like, I think the Raiders have a top 10 safety group between Merrick and Epps. And then the cornerback room right now, I would say, is probably like bottom 10 in the NFL just because we don't know if it's going to be Jacorian, if it's going to be Brandon Faison. If the Raiders go out and sign somebody else, will be fine. But the other part that the press just doesn't talk about enough is how good the secondary is going to be because how good our defensive line is going to be, right? Where, like, if you think about the defensive line being dominant, that's going to help out the secondary. It's kind of like the same way where if you have a mediocre quarterback and your offensive line is just out there dominating. Or if you have a shit offensive line and then you have a great quarterback. The Raiders' defense is going to be able to bring forward. They're going to get pressure. Quarterback's going to have to make quick decisions, and our guys are going to be aggressive. The Raiders are going to shock a lot of people this season. That I know for a fact. But the press and the media, they go off big names. They go off of, proven players year in and year out. Fortunately and unfortunately, the Raiders have so many young players on rookie contracts that we're relying on to be solid this season. And because they are unproven to the media, but proven to the nation, then they're not going to get any attention. What up, Noah? What record secures us number one in our division? I would say if the Raiders can win 13 games this season.
You think it has to be? I was going to say 12-5 could be a number.
I will be honest and say that I don't know the Kansas City Chiefs schedule from the top, like off the top of my head. So
I mean, they are going to play. They should be playing. They got
to have one of the toughest. Yeah, they got to have one of the toughest schedules, right?
Yeah, because if you win your division, you play whatever division y'all are matched up with. You play the number one in that.
We're going to do this right now. Week 1, Baltimore Ravens, win or loss
for the Chiefs.
Yep,
loss.
Week 2, Cincinnati Bengals.
Loss.
Week 3, first off, those 2 games are at home. I think they split.
Okay.
Let's say 1-1.
Okay.
Or are you just going to go 0-17? At Atlanta.
Loss.
2-1. It's just every game. At the Chargers.
Loss.
All right. We're going to go 3-1. Home against the Saints.
They lose.
4-1 for the Chiefs. At the 49ers. That's a game I do think they lose.
They lose.
Yep, 4-2.
They lose that one.
At the Raiders, Week 8.
They lose.
I think that's going to be the game that they win. I think the Raiders play better in Arrowhead, so let's say 5-2.
Okay.
Week 9 against Tampa Bay.
Loss.
6-2. Week 10 against the Broncos.
Loss.
7-2. Week 11 at the Bills.
Oh, that's a loss.
All right, we'll give them a loss. 7-3. Week 12 at Carolina.
I want to say a win, but I'll go tie.
8-3 on the season. Week 13 against the Raiders. I think the Raiders will win that one. So 8-4. Week 14 Chargers win.
Loss.
9-4. Week 15 at the Browns.
That's a loss.
I do think that could be a tough game. However, I'm going to say they win that one.
Okay.
Week 16 against the Texans.
A loss. That's the most loss of all time.
All right, so
loss.
I actually forget what record they're at. Week 17 at Pittsburgh. That's a win.
Loss.
Week 18 Broncos.
Loss.
So that's basically 12-5. Got to win 13. I think your math might have been a little different.
I don't know where I had them at, but
I think your math, if you put my record prediction and yours together, they're at 6.5 wins.
There we go.
There you go. I'm with you, though. I think that they legitimately, I think the Raiders have to win 13 games. To make the playoffs, it's got to be 10. If you want to make the playoffs, have a shot at the playoffs, it's got to be 10. Because I do think when you look at all the AFC teams this year, legitimately, there could be 11 teams in the AFC that have 10 wins.
Yeah.
Like, the AFC's pretty stacked, man.
Adam Martinez.
What's up, guys? Keep the great work up. I can think of a lot grosser things I've shred with my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Shared, I think, is the word that he's looking for. Or maybe he means shred. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of grosser things. I'm also hoping that that's your wife in your picture. Or unless... Is that your wife in the picture? That's also a wheel spin, Chuggs.
That's his wife and then his wife's boyfriend.
What does Almighty Oakland always say? My wife's boyfriend, and then just fills in the blank. My wife's boyfriend is more handsome than I am. All right, every 10, we got to spin that wheel. Also, in case anybody cares, the Portland Trailblazers are trading the number 34 pick to the New York Knicks.
Are you shitting me?
I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it means. What do you got to do?
Got to chug one of those happy dads that you have over
You got to chug a dad. There you go. I've only taken 2 sips out of that one. You want your Merbonga? Yeah, you know what? We're playing the Dolphins. Might as well. What up, Renee Stallion, Yoda Jenkins, Jake Serb? You know what, Chuggs? I'm kind of feeling like, does anybody want to make a deal today? Is anybody down to make a deal right now? Can you put the super chat thing back up on screen for me real quick? When you get a sec. You see how it says that $100 beer bong bang? When you get done knocking back that Merbonga, can you make that 50 when you get a second? Let's make it 50. Let's get a little bit weird today, guys. I'm not going to lie. I hear all these other people in all these other studios here at Chat Sports having fun. I kind of got FOMO. Here a little bit.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that.
What? You can't say FOMO in today's day and age? We got $50 beer bong bangs until I say I can't do it anymore. Can't Get Right says 50, make it 69. The only problem with making it 69, I hear you, I wish I could, but sometimes people can't put like the exact value of how much they're going to send in a super chat. So we're just going to make it, easier. What up, Tony Stenhouse? Can't Get Right for Rebel, make it 69. If Rebel wants to send in a $69 Venmo, Rebel can do that. All right, Chuggs, you guys ready to get into our very first segment coming up here on today's show? Also, we are 30 likes away from another dad joke. From another one. Agent Red, what's good, nation? I actually do have one other really random question. Does anybody here live on the East Coast? Give me a Y for yes and for no, because I'm going to just say there's a little birdie. If you guys want to hear a good rumor, there's a little bit of a birdie going around saying that Jeremy Chuggs and we're going to be coming out to the East Coast in the next few months.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yep. East. I thought you said West. So there's a really, really good chance that Jeremy and we're going to be in the North Carolina region in the next few months. North Carolina region in the next few months, and I just want to know how many people out there on the East Coast, because we're gonna throw a huge party on the East Coast. That's all I'm saying.
If you want to go and take a ride with me,
I'll tell you what. I think my dad. I can convince him to drive to North Carolina, no doubt. He's probably already on his way there. I haven't even said what it is. He's like, drive North Carolina. Yeah, I'm there. Eric M. West Coast all day. Yeah, I hear you. I'm an East Coast guy, though. That's where I grew up. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all probably can tell. Okay, let's get this show going. I want to get into this Madden Sim. If nobody's ready to turn up today, believe me, it's all good. It is all good. So, why we're going to do this, I got first segment here, second segment here, and then third segment is going to be here, Madden Sim. I'm going to bring it. You guys better bring it, too. Coming up right now, 53-man roster reaction from The Athletic. Let's do it. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and The Athletic released their 53-man roster projection. So coming up on today's show, I'm going to talk about their 53-man roster projection that they put together. On top of that, I'm also going to give you some of my biggest takeaways and analysis, because they kept some players that I personally did not keep in my 53-man. They also cut some players that I don't think that the Raiders are going to end up cutting. We're going to talk about a lot of different topics from this 53-man roster projection, but I like doing these videos because it gives you guys another idea of what somebody else is thinking, and then what I think about what somebody else is thinking. So important dates to know, since we're talking about just making cuts, making some moves. The NFL just announced in the last 24 hours that roster cut downs, you got to get down to 53 players by August 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be a Tuesday. Luckily for you, we're going to be live for exactly when the Raiders decide to announce their 53-man roster. As it stands, the Silver and Black have 91 players on their team. They're allowed to get down to 53. Reminder, though, they're going to keep David Ogoa, so technically they're allowed to have 54 players, but because of that International Pathway Program player, you need to get to 53, but you can technically keep David Ogoa on that practice squad. Training camp for the rookies, that begins July 21st. Veterans report July 23rd. This is all important because for The Athletic, they wanted to put out this 53-man right before training camp ended up going down. June is almost over. Also, so is my reign as the #1 channel here at Chat Sports. Not only does it look like we're going to lose freaking sub-battle to the 49ers report. Our Steelers channel now holds the crown for the #1 channel here at Chat Sports. That ticks me off a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I've held that crown for about 2 years now. Chuggs and I have been dominating. But now we are ranked #2 in the power rankings here at Chat Sports because we lost or losing this sub-battle. I want to get my #1 crown back, and Steelers beat us this month in Super Chats. All I'm saying is help me get my crown back. Help the Raiders report get its crown back. The nation is undefeated. I like to keep it that way, so make sure that you're subscribed. All right, so here we go. The way that we're going to do this, we're going to go through every single position, and I'm just going to tell you who they ended up keeping, who they ended up cutting. Aidan O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, Anthony Brown. I will admit, when I saw this off the jump, I did find it interesting that the Athletic named Aidan as the starting quarterback, which right now, according to reports, he's the one that has the upper hand. He's the quarterback that does seem like, vocally, a lot of the leaders on the Raiders are kind of pegging him as this, starting quarterback. AP also gave him the upper hand. Chuggs is laughing. I don't know if that's the right type of giggity. I do know this, that the Raiders also could keep potentially 2 quarterbacks. They legitimately might only keep Aidan. They might only keep Gardner Minshew, just those 2 guys, figure out what they're going to do on the back end. But Carter Bradley, for me personally, I do think that he makes it over Anthony Brown. Coming up, reminder, if this show ends up getting 500 likes, I'm going to do my own 53-man roster projection. So, if you guys can like this show, if you enjoy the show, if you like what Chuggs and I are doing here on the Raiders Report, an easy and free way to just say, hey, Mitch's bosses, I like what they're doing. Click that like button, and if this thing gets 500 likes, I'm going to do my updated version of my 53-man roster because it changes every week. It changes every 2 weeks, and I like to be able to give you guys the content that you're looking for. So please help me out do that by clicking that like button. If we get to 500, I'll drop a vid. All right, let's go now to the running back position. The Athletic ended up keeping 4 RBs. You got White, Madison, Amir Abdullah, Dylan Laube. Realistically, I'm not too surprised. These are the 4 backs that I ended up keeping as well. You got Samir as your main 1-2 back in terms of first and second down. And then I think you're looking at Alexander Madison, Amir Abdullah, Dylan Laube all splitting that third down work. On top of that, Laube is probably going to be the one who gets a little bit more of the kick return work. I got to give a shout out to my guy, Graphic Raider. He had an amazing interview with Laube. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's on his channel. But also, Laube did talk about how he just wants to get on the field. He's going to go out there and get used any way that they possibly want him to be used, whether it's on offense, whether it's on first down, whether it's on special teams. Great interview. And I'm really interested to see what this running back room ends up shaping out to be because I do think it's going to be a battle to watch all offseason long. Something that I also want you guys to keep note of is our sponsors, and if it's not for them, especially in the month of June, they're keeping the lights on around here. And if you want to light up those thighs, go to chubbyshorts.com/chat because the good vibrations are something to celebrate. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. I've been wearing their original stretch shorts, which if you're curious of what shorts I am wearing in the picture that you see, it is their 5.5-inch inseam shorts. Also, on this video that I'm here with Chuck personally is a big fan of these shorts as well. These are also the 5.5-inch. I think that they fit my legs really well. If you're somebody who doesn't skip leg day, I personally think that Chubbies is an absolute game changer. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubbies has you covered. And for a limited time, Chubbies is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. That's code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Support the Raiders Report. Rock some awesome shorts. Whether you're going to the pool, they also have really comfortable shirts, which is the one that I'm wearing, which are great next to the pool. I've been wearing Chubbies for a very, very long time. I love the fact that they're sponsoring the show, so please go check them out. Those links are going to be available to you all down in the comments and in the description of today's show. All right, here we go. Wide receiver coming up now, and these are the exact same 6 wide receivers that I had in my 53-man. I think when you look at the list, it might not all be all that eye-popping, though. When you actually read the article itself, The Athletic says that Michael Gallup is going to be the backup to Trey Tucker, which, again, Tashawn, I think, is one of the better Raiders beat reporters in the game. I had the opportunity to meet Tashawn out at Media Week for the Super Bowl. Him and I talk here and there. But for him, who's at practice physically, and if he's listing Trey Tucker as the starter over Michael Gallup, I think that's one of those like little things where ESPN puts Michael Gallup as the starter. But most people here in the nation, raise your hand if included, if you're like, Michael Gallup's not a starter. Trey Tucker is going to get more work than Gallup, because that's personally what I think. They didn't give Gallup a lot of money. They gave him a one-year deal worth up to $3 million. Trey Tucker is going to get more work. So here's even more smoke around Tucker really impressing people. Turner, him making the roster, this smoke continues to grow as well. I know I did a show like 2 months ago saying no way he's going to make the team. Last week I said, you know what, if I had to make a 53-man, he'd probably end up being on it. But for Guyton and Turner, they're going to end up making this team, I think, for special teams reasons. Let's now go to the tight end room, because they're only going to keep 3. And I like the fact that they only kept 3 tight ends: Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Harrison Bryant. Like, for 12 personnel, it does make me a little bit nervous that how often the Raiders talk about having 12 personnel and you're only going to keep 3 tight ends. Yes, you have 6 on your roster, but like, I do think when you make a 53-man roster projection, and I encourage every single person that watches this show to honestly like do it yourself, of make your own 53. Unfortunately for Gentry, unfortunately for Cole Fotheringham, John Samuel Schnenker, they're not one of the best 53 players we have. And when you create an actual roster, you have to put the best players on the field. And I think one of the reasons why the Raiders also went out and got Harrison Bryant is because they had a plan in place. They knew they could go with 3 tight ends, and that's what they're going to try to do here. At offensive line, they're ended up keeping 9. And Colton Miller, all the starters, not really too much of a surprise. But the one name that's on here that I think is really going to be a little bit eye-popping for some people is Dalton Wagner. And the reason why that I say that is because from Arkansas, 6'8", 330-pound guy. I know he was injured last season, but Tashawn notes that the Raiders do really like his athletic ability and that he's just like a dominant like run. He's a run blocker. Not very good in the pass game, but can be dominant in the run side. Jordan Meredith, I thought, was interesting, because if you were to ask me, Mitch, hey, the Raiders are going to keep 9 offensive linemen, who's going to make it? I would say Meredith over somebody like Wagner because of Meredith's past relationship with Luke Getsy, with Champ Kelly, and just being that interior lineman. But there is lots, and I mean lots of versatility on this Raiders offensive line, from their starters and from their backup spots. Keeping only 9 or 8 linemen is the way that the Raiders are going to go because of all the versatility that they have. Coming up here, find out who made it on the defensive side of the football, which, like, you know, for the Raiders, they ended up keeping 25 players on offense, so they're going to end up keeping 25 players on defense, and you're going to have your 3 special teams guys. But for defense, this is our bread and butter. This is how we're going to win football games this upcoming season. No doubt about it. Before we get into the defense, though, I do want to give a shout-out to some of our new subscribers, and I want to get as many new subs as we possibly can. So to Lario, Zebra, Daddy Dirt, and then Brandon Davis. I'm pretty sure Daddy Dirt was Chuggs' name before he started working here at Chat Sports. It's definitely him. It's a feet pic. Do you see that? It's literally a picture of his foot with all capital D's. I'll tell you what, Daddy Dirt, you're doing some weird work down there. The Lord's work. You know the girl, the Hawktua girl? He's telling her to spit on that thing right there. If you want to see your picture, your name up here on the show, hit that subscribe button. Have a little bit of fun here on the show. All right, let's go to the defensive side of the football. No more feet picks, I promise. Matt Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, Tyree Wilson, and then Janarius Robinson. Not too many big surprises here. One player that I will note to at least keep a little bit of an eye on is the UDFA Stone from, I want to say Washington State. So just somebody to keep an eye on. I know that the Raiders also have been talking about Amari Gaynor. Ellerson Smith has been a name that has popped up to me here and there. David Agoa will end up making the team, but that's just because he's the International Pathway Program player, and you can put him on the practice squad because he doesn't count against the roster. Let's now go to the defensive tackle group. This is also a very interesting group because to me, I don't think that the Raiders are only going to keep 5 DTs, and if they do only keep 5 defensive tackles, it's because then they're keeping 5 edge rushers. Like, having only 9 offensive linemen does make me a little bit wary for this team, especially because of how often Patrick Graham, the Raiders like to rotate their big guys like Wilkins, Jenkins, all these. But the fact that John Jenkins is the player that they put as the starter next to Christian Wilkins, I do think is notable because, we've said Tyree Wilson. We have said Adam Butler. And if Jenkins is the guy, that is very notable to me. I will admit that for this defensive tackle group, it might not matter who starts. It's more about like the team that you're playing, the grouping that they're going up against, where Butler, for me, I would rather have him in a passing situation. I'd rather have John Jenkins in a running situation. But then also Tyree Wilson. He's going to be going back and forth. Matthew Butler getting cut instead of Byron Young and Nesta Jade Silvera, which was also what I predicted in my last 53-man roster. Let's go now to the linebacker group, and I'm not really going to get this one all twisted up either. Not too many big surprises from this group. We all anticipate that they're probably going to keep 5 linebackers, and the reason why they're going to keep 5 is these new kickoff rules. Tom McMahon, Raiders special teams coach, has made it very noticeable of, like, hey, we're a little bit concerned about these new kickoff return rules. And, again, Laube was kind of speaking about it on Graf's show the other day, where he was like, the kick return rules, he compared it to being more of a, like, running the football more than actually like catching and receiving like it's been in the past. So if I'm a coach and if I got a guy like Dylan Laube saying, the kickoff return is more close to running the football than being a kick returner, like I would want my linebackers out there in those kick returning jobs to go out there and hit some people, make some tackles, and get a little bit physical. So one of the shows that I might end up doing this off season is just something around like surprise players to make the team, because I do think due to the connections that Darian Butler has with this organization and due to the new kickoff return rules, Darian Butler could be a sneaky player to make the 53-man, kind of like just a few years ago when Isaiah Polomeo made it out of seemingly nowhere. Let's now go to the cornerback group, and the 6 corners that you see up here on screen are the 6 corners that, again, not too many big surprises. The real notable surprise based on the article that was written was more around Jacorian Bennett, because Bennett was listed as the starter over Brandon Faison. And during the offseason, both Faison and Bennett, they were splitting a lot of one-on-one reps, and both players were just getting some time together. Based off what I understand and based off of what has been reported, this is a very equal tie. I would kind of compare it to like the quarterback battle, where some days Minshew was better than Aidan. Some days Aidan was better than Minshew. Exact same thing here with Bennett and Faison. I don't know who's going to win this battle. It's probably going to be a battle that we don't really truly know who does win it until it's week 1 of the regular season here for the Raiders. So who do you have more confidence in, Jacorian Bennett or Brandon Faison? Type 0 for Bennett. Type 31 for Brandon Faison. I also know this is the very first question that I have asked on today's show. So please let me know down below, down in the comments, what your answer is to this. Because for me personally, I would answer it like this. In a game that you're worried of, like if I want to play a team that's going to run the football, if I'm going up against a team that's going to run the football a lot, I'd actually rather have Brandon Faison out there. If I'm going to go up against a team that's throwing the football a lot and they have a lot more speed, I'm probably going to be a little bit more interested to put out Jacorian Bennett. I'll also say if you want to go upside, the correct answer upside is Jacorian. If you want to go safety and you're like, you know what? I don't know if we're going to have the best defense in the NFL, but I don't want to get burnt for a deep touchdown. You go with a physical player like Brandon Faison and mix it in. The easiest way to fix that question, just go out and sign Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard. Give us another option at corner, AP and Telesco. Let's now go to the safety room and another very deep and very, very talented group here for the Raiders. And, like we had a super chat question come in earlier of like, why doesn't the media give us a little bit more credit for our secondary? Why doesn't the media show us a little bit more love? And I think it's honestly because they don't know the players and the talent that we have. They also don't know the versatility that Patrick Graham is going to be bringing to this unit. And when you have Epps and Merrick, that's a solid unit. But then on top of that, Isaiah Polomeo, Chris Smith, Trey Taylor, I mean, that's a really, really good deep safety group from top to bottom. I am also hoping and praying that I'm going to be able to hang out with Trey Taylor here in the next few weeks. Graf and I have been talking about trying to do a meetup with him down here in Dallas. So if you're down in the Dallas area, we might be able to put out some of those details. But these players here, they're all the ones making it from safety. And then to round this bad boy out, Daniel Carlson, A.J. Cole, Jacob Bobenmoyer from a special team standpoint. No surprises here, but what is surprising about the special team notes that Deshaun Reed put in this article was who's kick returner? who's punt returner, because I do think that that's a position that a lot of us are curious about. Is it going to be Amir Abdullah? Is it going to be Trey Tucker? Well, guess what? According to Tashawn Reed, the kick returner and punt returner in his 53-man roster, it's this guy right here. Now, I don't know if he was watching Graf's interview. I don't know if he saw the whole breakdown, but maybe he's watching our Madden streams, right? Where Laubie's always the kick return man. But I do think that this is an interesting fit. I know Laubie's up for the challenge, but putting him at punt and kick returner could give us a good opportunity to see how explosive and athletic and just how much of a gamer this young man truly is. So my biggest takeaways from this 53-man roster that they put together in like the juicy rumors section of it is Dalton Wagner, according to Tashawn Reed, makes the roster. Maybe it's something that we need to look at a little bit closer. Matthew Butler ends up getting cut, which he's somebody that we've been talking about a bunch. Remember, he didn't really practice at all during minicamp. Jacorian Bennett starting over Brandon Faison. Definitely a battle to watch during training camp. Laubie is the kick and punt returner. To be honest, if that happens, I'd be curious what they do with Amir Abdullah. And then 25 players on both offense and defense split down the middle. For me personally, when I have done this, I have done 24 players on offense, 26 on defense. A little bit of a discrepancy. As the season moves on, or as the offseason moves on, I will also do videos around like what I think the practice squad could potentially look like. If you enjoyed the show and if you want to give me one of your biggest takeaways, please let me know down in the comments below. What's up, Magenta? GNFK!
Bang!
But wait!
Gunfic 343.
Is that how you think you pronounce it? Ginfick. That sounds German. I'm not going to lie. No! Santano! What is up? What is up? So we do have a deal going on today. GNFK. Half off bangs. We got some half-off bangs going down today here on the Raiders Report. Also, a friendly reminder that if you want to get in for our 50-50 raffle, $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365.
Oh, nice.
Goo Lagoon. Also, Jeremy, we did hit 200 likes. So, I got a dad joke for you. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Where do birds stay when they travel? Where do birds stay when they travel?
What?
Somewhere cheap. No?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? I enjoy telling bad dad jokes.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't make any sense. That's how I roll? Like an eye roll? That's bad. I'll take a drink to that. Shit, that's horrible. That one was horrible. What should you do if your puppy isn't feeling well?
What?
Take him to the doctor? No? Nothing?
Eh.
All right, final one. Why can't leopards play hide and seek?
Why?
Because they're always spotted. That one's pretty good.
What do you call, or what kind of underpants?
Yoda got that one.
What kind of underpants do lawyers wear?
Hmm?
What kind of underwear do lawyers wear? Briefs.
That's funny. That's funny. Chef, a boot is not 150, just so you know. Now, the bangs are 50. Boot, if you guys want me to do a boot, that's 300. You guys just don't understand what boots do to your stomach.
Where do sheeps go on vacation?
The bathroom.
Close. They go on vacation. Why would you go on vacation to the bathroom?
Because that's the only thing I could think of that would be a bah.
The Bahamas.
That'd be like, what's a llama's or a sheep's favorite band?
What?
The Backstreet Boys.
There you go.
There you go.
Now you get it.
See? Now we got it. Yoda, what's up, man?
Why shouldn't you trust trees?
I don't know.
They seem a little shady.
All right.
Also, more important news,
Chef,
National
it's
Onion
not.
Day.
National Onion Day. Do you like onions? So I'll be honest. The way that I've been doing the bangs, since it's a half-off bang, you get a half-off beer. But if you want to get added to that bang race, which I think a lot of people do want to get to the bang race, that's a 50. If you want me to do a boot, that's going to have to be 3. They destroy my stomach. Destroy them. I'm just telling you.
Oh, yeah. Onions.
Love them.
Favorite way to eat them. Also, fan of Funyuns.
I think you like Funyuns more than onions.
I love Funyuns.
Though I have actually made Funyuns coated chicken in my air fryer.
How was it?
It was actually really good. You would like it.
Caramelized onions all the way. You like French onion soup.
Love it.
I like it. I think it is one of the most overrated soups. Just because all it is cooked onions.
See, I totally disagree with that. I think French onion soup, when made correctly, like if you go to have you ever gone to a nice restaurant and got French onion soup?
Yes, I've been to a nicer restaurant, got it, and I thought it was good.
Oh, dude.
But I was like, it's just like I'm eating a spoonful of onions.
Again, if you don't love onions.
I like onions.
See, I think it's like you get like a thick layer of cheese on top.
It's like if I got...
Throw some croutons in that piece.
It's like if you got chicken noodle soup and then you opened it up and it was just the chicken flavoring and just all just like noodles.
I mean, there's like other things in French onion soup.
What?
The ones I like it with like scallions, different kind of onion.
So just more onions.
More onion. Yeah, I mean, again, I'll add some cheese, some croutons to it. Like as a good starter, I think it's a good appetizer.
But it's like once you get past the top layer of like the cheese and crouton, like...
What do you mean you get past like you don't eat it? Like I eat it like I would eat like a cake or creme brulee. Like I'm taking a scoop, like a little bit of cheese, and you get it. Like I'll have cheese for every bite.
See, it's hard for me to ration out. I always end up with half the soup left, and I'm done with my cheese and crouton.
What's up, Borelli? That's a disgrace. What, the French onion soup? I love French onion soup.
I would any day of the week go baked potato, lobster bisque, broccoli cheddar over French onion.
Lobster bisque, yes. Plain baked potato, no.
Baked potato soup on top.
It's baked potato soup? I thought it was a baked potato. You're talking about soups.
Yeah, like...
Oh. I love onion. I love French onion soup. I think it's gas. I do. John doesn't like onions. That's unbelievable. I can eat onions right out of the ground. Eat them like an apple.
Rick Raider.
What's up, Rick? What did the horse say when he fell down? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up. That one's good, Rick. That's a good one, Rick. Where do fish go on vacation? Finland. Okay.
Finland.
Okay. That's a good one.
Also, another question, more Raiders related on this one.
I like it. What's up with Tulu? Will he make the 53? So Tulu is a UDFA from USC. For those that do not know, Tulu Griffin. I personally don't think that he's going to end up making the 53-man roster. Now, I've obviously been wrong before. If he does make it, it would be like a surprise make like an Isaiah Paul LeMayo when he made the 53-man. Like, for him to make the roster, somebody's got to get hurt because the Raiders have a deep wide receiver room. Are you going to keep 6? Probably is how I think that they end up going. But it would be like, to me, I think DJ Turner ends up making it. it would really come down to Tulu Griffin and maybe a guy like Jalen Guyton, where maybe Guyton can't stay healthy. They like what they see from the speed from Tulu Griffin, also being able to help you out a little bit more on special teams. But if the Raiders kept 7 wide receivers, then maybe I definitely think Tulu's on the outside looking in. Probably ends up making the practice squad. Yep. John Borelli was an absolute legend yesterday on Saints, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Agent Red, who gets extended first? Merrick, Spillane, Hobbs, or Kuntz? If I had to put money on it, Spillane would be number 1. Then I would probably put my money on Nate Hobbs. Then I'd put my money on Trevon Merrick. Then I'd put my money on Malcolm Kuntz.
Same but different. I would go Spillane. You said Hobbs second?
Yep.
I would go Spillane, Merrick, Hobbs, Kuntz.
Okay. I think Hobbs and Merrick you could probably flip around, but just because of the position and the scarcity of their position at corner, I'm going to lean on Hobbs there. What up, Ebbs? So let me get my math correct. 50 bangs. So that would mean a boot at 300 is worth 6 bangs.
Yes.
Correct.
You would get 6 bangs.
That is correct, Ed. That is correct. Yeah, there's some days, again, like boots are one thing that's really hard for me to make a deal on. Like, honestly, a lot of times we don't even do a boot for 300 because it's just, it's not a bad, like one I can do, right? I've already done one boot today. It's just when you start when you do your second, really, really tough. Anything after that, it is a internal struggle. Like it's an absolute battle, man. What up, One Shot? How do you make artichoke? I read it. That was good. You strangle it. And Robbins! Bang! Well, boot time. Sorry to your tummy. You know what, though?
Wow.
That also puts Ed now very, very, very securely in first place at today's live show, MVP, and also very, very securely in first place for our June Bang race. Ed Robbins, if you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, spam Ed down below. And if you also have ED, sped ED down below. Scott, what's up, man? Billy Davis, I see you down there. Yoda Jenkins, can't get right security cameras, no need. Just call Ed Robbins. Dude, wild man. Wild, wild man. Blaine Craig in the chat. Blaine, I'm going to do the thing that you gave me probably... I was thinking about doing it like right after 4th of July. So Blaine Craig hooked me up with a really, really cool giveaway item. And I think I'm going to end up doing it right after the 4th of July, if that's okay with you, Blaine Craig. I see Robert Jansen showing love to Ed. Jason Gutierrez, Zalesbo. What's up, Jake Serb, Gary Fake? Blaine says, that works for me. Sienna, what's up, Yoda? Buzz. Rebel Montana. Rebel Montana. All right, y'all. So the next segment we got coming up here on today's show is going to be around why I think Gardner Minshew deserves more respect amongst the nation, quite frankly. And again, I know how much the nation rides and dies with their quarterbacks. And I know that a lot of people in the nation right now is like, Aiden's their guy. But what if Gardner does end up being that starting quarterback? I would say there's a 51% chance that it's Aidan right now, 49% chance that it's Gardner Minshew, based on what we know right now before training camp starts. And people talk about Gardner Minshew like he's just some castaway quarterback, and then they hype up Aidan O'Connell like he's, this unbelievable starter, when they're basically almost the exact same thing in terms of, I think, where they rank amongst all NFL quarterbacks. So I wanted to do a show around putting some respect on Gardner Minshew's name. Because I think, damn it, he deserves it. He does. Zalesbo, I'm good with G-Dog. What does that mean? Is G-Dog Gardner Minshew? Did I miss that? Lakai, yes, that is correct. Yep. I don't like to bring up that guy on our show just because he's, the guy that's a Saints fan. It's true. It's true, man. Very, very true. Okay. Zalesbo said that's what he told Maxx that he wanted to be called. All right, see, I watched that interview, Zalesbo. I did not pick up on that. So apparently, Gardner Minshew told Crosby he wanted to be called G-Dog. I'm in.
We're calling him Moose.
Moose? No. There's too many mooses in my life. That's the problem. Way too many. Way too many. Okay. We got the G-Dog. Wait, Guard Dog?
G-Unit?
Is it Guard Dog? Oh, I get it now. Gardner Minshew, he's a Guard Dog.
Guard Dog.
I thought it was G-Dog. We would have just started calling him G-Dog, and people were like, that's just insane to say. Guard Dog and then Uncle Rico. Now we got it. See? This is what I need you guys. I need you guys. All right, Chuggs, I'm going to throw this one back, and then we're going to get into a segment here around Guard Dog. Also, if you want in for our 50-50 raffle, $20 Venmo for a chance to get in, which I now realize I never numbered them. So the first three, you're going to have a weird dash next to your name. Sorry. Charles G., you are in. And then I see Luis Rodriguez is also in. $20 Venmo. You have a chance to win $50 here on the Raiders Report. All right, here we go. Oh.
Glug 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 glug
Would you shut up?
There we go.
Oh my God. You almost made me choke. We got Guard Dog and the Glug Dog. Holy shit.
Just glugging it.
I was doing okay. And then it just got louder. This is a really random thing to say. Wow. That hurt. But somebody the other day, randomly, I was with Alex. One of her friends was like, if you were ever trapped in a room. We were talking about Special Forces. Remember that show? Special Forces, there's like a thing at the very end where like they put people in a room and they'll put like earmuffs on them and it's like a crying baby for like 12 hours. They just have to like listen to it. And somebody was like, what would like be the worst thing that you could possibly hear for 12 hours straight? Crying baby? The answer is glug, 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 glug for 12 hours straight. No? All right.
Mine would be people yelling in another language.
See, I'd almost find that comical. Like when Alex and her like mom, Spanish might be a little bit different now for me because I'm starting to just like pick up some things. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody was just arguing for 12 hours and like
you should surprise
Mandarin,
Alex and do like one of those like Rosetta Stones, and just
you're not wrong. I should
and just learn Spanish. Not tell her for a little bit. Figure out like some things that her and her mom are saying, and then just later on be like, "Did you tell your mom that you don't really like my cooking?"
See, I wish, genuinely, I wish I had the time to learn another language. Like I learned German. I really enjoyed the fact that I learned that. You know, I took 20 hours a week of German class. But, like, do you have 10 hours a week where you could just be like, you know what? I'm going to learn a language.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I get home, I got to cook. I take Chuck out.
Has Chase showed you this man by the name of David Goggins yet?
Yeah, Christ, yes. I'm not. That's
if you can breathe, you can do it.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm learning Spanish anytime soon. What's up, Demokes? Can I get an AOC MVP incoming? I mean,
he's not even starting in the game today.
unfortunately, yeah, he's not the starter today. He was 0-2 in Madden, so we had to bench him. Unfortunately for you, we had to bench him. Dude, that second boot's kicking my ass right now. DeMokes, though, I'm telling you right now, if he does win MVP, I think if he wins MVP, DeMokes, I'm just going to tell you, are you on the West Coast? You look like a West Coast guy. We're going to meet up somewhere, and we're going to ball. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to freaking rally, DeMokes. We're going to just party together if AOC wins MVP. Oh, Christ, Zon. No. This is brutal. 20 push-ups right now after doing that boot would not be easy. What's up? Why are we doing this one?
Well, I did it prematurely for Noah Santana, but if you want to go ahead and drop down. Noah Santana says, if you don't believe in the Raiders this season, you have some splaining to do. Oh, yeah. Get it, Mitch. Nice. Nice form.
Appreciate that.
Nice form. These don't hurt his knees as much.
They don't. I wish I could do jumping jacks.
I think you did 19.
Did I?
Yeah. Can you do one more one more to grow on?
All right.
There we go.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I woke up this morning to go work out, and I always run before I work out.
Ed, I think so.
I went outside to run, and I had to stop. Like, my knee, since we did those jumping jacks, it's been bad, dude. Like, walking up the stairs, it's that bad. Like, if you actually look at my knee, it sucks now because I have a tattoo, but, like, it's so swollen here. You can't tell because I have a tattoo now, but I'm out of breath. Holy shit. What's up, Zon? It's good to see you, my man. Coming up next here, Gardner Minshew deserves more respect. I got to wait until I'm out of breath. 20 push-ups, and that's it. That's it, man. There's sometimes I'm like, I'm in decent shape. And then I do that, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm in good shape at all. Raphael, you in. I also see Albert Flores in. And then Chad Cope. Am I pronouncing that right? Copeland? Also in. So $20 Venmo right now. You'd have the chance to win $80 here on the Raiders Report.
DeMokes.
Whew. If she don't hawk Tua, I won't talk to her. I mean, this hawk Tua girl, I'm not going to lie. If she walked in front of me right now, I'd be like, can we talk for like 5 minutes? I just got to pick your brain. I mean, no? I mean, I would genuinely love to talk to somebody that became an internet sensation overnight. I mean, that's got to be because I would imagine
the fact that you're talking to Hawk to a girl and you said you wanted to do something with her head.
True. Pick her brain. Yeah.
What are you picking it with?
No, I mean, but like, imagine you and I are out, right? Just like we're out one night, partying it up, and the next day you wake up and you're just like she's probably forever going to be the Hawk Tua girl. Which
no, it'll be.
You don't think?
It'll be a thing for like a little bit, and then it's like those trends. It's like,
dude, I don't know, man.
Well, it's like the girl who's like, look at all those chickens.
I totally disagree. But the fact that you remember that, and that's 20 years ago.
But it's like, if I saw her, like, I'll remember it, but I feel like in like 2 or 3 years, you won't see her and immediately go, Hawk to a girl.
I don't disagree with that, but
like, I think now if she goes out, you're like, oh, that's a Hawk to a girl.
Like,
in a year from now, I don't think your brain might go, that girl looks familiar.
See, I actually think that she's going to be in comedy skits. Like, there's going to be somebody that puts her in something, and like she's going to live on. as Hawk to a girl. No? I think so.
I don't.
See, I'm with Raphael. She's going to grow old. Yep. David Zahn. She's a go-getter. God bless her. I don't think you can say that, Zahn. Zahn, I don't think you can say that. All right.
Zahn said, "Oh nah, I'm gonna remember Hawk to a girl for a while."
Oh, Borelli, it's good to have you here, man. It's good to have you here, dude. All right, y'all. We are 50 likes away from hitting 300. If you haven't yet, make sure you click that like button. Next segment coming up here on the show. I think Gardner Minshew deserves more credit. And if you don't know the deal of the day, every 50 is a bang. Now, pause on that. Every 50 is a bang. I'm doing a half beer bong for the 50, but you do get a full bang for the beer counter for the entire month. Ed Robbins set the precedent for 300 for a boot and 6 bangs. 300 for a boot and 6 bangs is the going price. Venthrak. Oh, man. We got Venthrak, Zahn, Noah Santana, frickin' Ed Robbins, Yoda Jenkins. We got some wild people here in the chat. I have a feeling that this show is about to get a little bit nutty. Coming up, let's talk about Gardner Minshew and why my man, Guard Dog, deserves more respect.
Hot tool.
Gardner Minshew deserves more respect. I'm Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up here on today's show, I'm going to tell you why the NFL. But you know what? It's not just the NFL. Raider Nation, and I love the nation. I'm a part of the nation. I bleed silver and black, and I know how passionate this fan base is. But Raider Nation needs to start giving the Guard Dog more respect. So I wanted to make a show today outlining all the reasons why I believe number 15 for the silver and black. Put some respect on this man's name. If you want to help out the Raiders Report in every way possible, please help us get to 171,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the Raiders Report for a chance for a shout out on the show. If you're a new sub and you're coming across this channel and you're like, you know what, Mitch, I will help you guys out. I appreciate everything that you do. I got commitment to excellence as well. If you subscribe, I promise you this, for the rest of the month of June and in July, we are really, really going to focus on the people that are our brand new subscribers, because I want to introduce our family here at the Raiders Report to our new family being brought across. So please hit that subscribe button. So here we go. Why you need to start putting some respect on Gardner Minshew's name. The first reason is this. The Raiders respect Gardner Minshew. And I think if you're going to have this mentality, the mantra of, commitment to excellence, just win, baby, you need everyone to buy in. The Raiders hiring Antonio Pierce was a team bonding type of thing. They gave him a 2-year, $25 million contract with $15 million guaranteed. It is also a wide-open quarterback battle between him and Aidan O'Connell, and you've already heard Maxx, Crosby, Devontae Adams, a lot of these coaches already said that they love the mentality, they love the playmaking ability that Minshew can bring to the table. But, I also think if we're going to sit up here and say, I believe in Antonio Pierce, I believe in Tom Telesco, and the national media, I don't think a lot of other people think the Raiders have done a lot of things right. I think the Raiders are having themselves a really solid offseason from top to bottom. But, if you're going to buy into what Antonio Pierce is doing, how are you not also buying into what Gardner Minshew is? Because I know a lot of Raider fans don't like to hear this, and it is absolutely an open quarterback battle. But for the Raiders to give the money that they did to Gardner Minshew and also show the interest that they did during the NFL draft in a quarterback tells me that they were legitimately looking for somebody that they thought was a good fit with them. That's why they went out and got Gardner Minshew. And I get it. He's kind of a weirdo. He is a weirdo. And I am okay. He is a goofy goober. And he rocks too, man. He doesn't get the respect he deserves, because I feel like a lot of people in today's day and age, they want their quarterback to just be not saying anything, be this clean-cut guy like a Joe Burrow, like somebody like a Patrick Mahomes, But Gardner's himself. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about being a Raider. Being a Raider is about being yourself, and whatever you're comfortable your skin is, you're that person. That's the type of mentality Al Davis had. And I think just because he is a little bit of an oddball, he is a little bit of a weirdo, People don't give him the respect that he deserves. But when you look at, and I'm telling you right now, once you watch today's show, you're going to be like, yeah, Gardner Minshew deserves a lot more respect. If you believe in Minshew, because I believe in Gardner Minshew, I want you to click that like button right now. But you know what, Gardner, G-Dog, Guard Dog, keep bringing that weirdness, man. I freaking love it. Let's go to the next reason why the nation, the NFL, needs to start respecting Minshew a little bit more. As I see from Can't Get Right, we're all weird. You're damn right we're all weird, so let's buy into it a little bit. He has been reliable. Holy crap, Scheffler. He's been reliable from top to bottom, and he's been reliable in, like, not very good situations. So when you look at his career stats, as a rookie, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions as a rookie on the Jacksonville Jaguars. In 2020, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, not bad. Then he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles for 2 seasons. Then he goes to the Indianapolis Colts last season where he got a little bit of an opportunity to get a few more starts underneath his belt. 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Like, his stats have never been eye-popping. But I also know this. If Aidan O'Connell put up 21 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in his rookie season, we'd be having a lot different of a conversation. It would be, Aidan's the guy, no doubt about it. But because of Gardner's, in the situations he's been in, I don't think he gets the credit. And, like, the fact that he's been a young backup quarterback, the fact that he's entering year 6, he's only 28 years old. When you think about the fact that he's been in these bad situations where he's never been the starter, any team that he's ever been on, he's never been the starter. He's been the backup. So you're telling me all these NFL teams are designing offenses not for him. He's just been able to just be the quarterback that steps up and be a reliable backup quarterback. Even if he doesn't get the starting job here for the Raiders and doesn't beat out AOC, having a reliable backup like Gardner Minshew is a extremely important role for all NFL teams out there. Like, let's look at these numbers here. 2 years as a starter. The guy on the left, Gardner Minshew, his last contract was 2 years, $25 million with the Las Vegas Raiders. The guy on the right, Trevor Lawrence, he just signed a 5-year, $275 million contract. Like, if Gardner Minshew, name was Trevor Lawrence, people would be talking about the Raiders as a Super Bowl caliber team. And I get it. The Jags, they're projecting an upside. And I do think Lawrence has a higher upside and, has a better chance to be great later on. But when you look at just the sample size of what their careers have been, the fact that the Raiders have Minshew at the contract that they do, I actually do think it's one of the better contracts in all of the NFL, and you got to tip your cap to Telesco. You got to tip your cap to Tom Delaney. So I do want to play a little bit of a game here because if anybody answers this question, and this is going to be the pinned comment here on today's show, if anybody answers this question here above an 80, Gardner Minshew is one of the best contracts in the NFL because quarterbacks that have an above 80 rating for like skill position, like skill rating wise, that's a hell of a deal. So let me know down below, scale from 1 to 99, if you were the Madden creators. Comment Gardner Minshew's skill rating down below. I think Minshew is a really good quarterback. I think he's a top 25-ish style of quarterback. I do not think that he is an 80 despite what I just said. I'm probably going to be somewhere around that 75, 76, 77 range because I do think if you gave him time, if you put him in an offense, and if he got to stay in the same offense, he'd be able to shock a lot of people out there. I really, really do truly believe that. Before we get into more reasons of why that you need to put some respect on my guy, Gardner Minshew, also, go home, Marshall. Shout out to today's sponsor, Chubbies. Go to chubbiesshorts.com/chat for 20% off and let those good vibrations roll. It's summertime, and this picture, this is a real picture between Trace, who's our host of our Saints show. Marshall does a lot of our New York Knicks shows and Giant stuff, and then obviously me here, host of the Raiders Report. And when we go out and hang out, we wanted to be able to show you guys that we were all rocking Chubbies. Everything that you see in this video is all Chubbies material, whether you're, hanging out at the pool, getting ready, and I know that 4th of July is right around the corner. The shorts that you see that I have on in that video, they are some awesome 4th of July shorts, and if anybody wants to get their hands on them, you can get them in a bunch of different sizes as well. All you got to do is go to chubbiesshorts.com/chat. Again, that's chubbiesshorts.com/chat. Just use code chat at Check out experience unmatched comfort and style with Chubbies' iconic original stretch shorts, which are the ones that I'm rocking. There and that. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, maybe you're getting ready to grill, I don't know, maybe you're getting ready to walk your dog, Chuck, you can rock Chubbies no matter what. All you got to do is go to chubbyshorts.com/chat, support the show, and tell Chubbies that we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies. I've been rocking these guys for probably now about 6 years. And right when I first moved down to Dallas, Texas, I actually had the opportunity to go to the brick and mortar site of Chubbies. And the reason why I was fired up when they were like, yeah, I want to sponsor the Raiders Report is this is a true story. I swear to God on my grandfather's life. Chubbies invited me to their brick and mortar place, and I played Mario Kart for like an hour with a bunch of the guys from Chubbies just hanging out, having a good time. They showed me some of their materials, but I love them because they're like me. They're like Chuggs. They're just a bunch of guys hanging out, having a good time, and they don't skip leg day. So if you don't skip leg day, you need some new shorts, chubbyshorts.com/chat. Let's go to the next reason here because, you know what, Gardner Minshew is probably quirky enough to wear some Chubby shorts. He's learned multiple offenses, and it cannot be understated enough how difficult it is to learn one offense, two offense. Imagine learning multiple offenses the first few years that you're in the NFL. In 2019, his head coach, Doug Marrone, who turned out to be one of the worst head coaches in the NFL. John DeFilippo was his OC, respectable name. Then in 2020, Doug Marrone's still there. Oh, now you got a brand new OC in Jay Gruden. So already, he's a rookie. He's got one head coach, two OCs. Then ends up getting traded away. Now he's with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now he's got two head coaches, and now he's got to learn a brand new playbook in year 3 under Shane Steichen. So then what ends up happening? He gets to keep the exact same regime, all good in 2022. Never really got a chance to shine because that offense was built around Jalen Hurts. Here's the thing. Gardner Minshew and Jalen Hurts are two totally different quarterbacks. Then in 2023, what does Steichen do? Steichen goes down to Indianapolis, says, I'm taking that Gardner Minshew kid with me. Shane Steichen's one of the best head coaches in all of football, so I think the fact that he brought him with him, very interesting. Yes, this is his real name, Jim Bob Cooter, offensive coordinator. So you're telling me that in 5 years, now he's getting ready to enter year 6, he's going to have all these different head coaches and all these different offensive coordinators. That's not an easy thing to do at all, guys. And I showed you the numbers before. He's put up better numbers than Trevor Lawrence. He's put up really solid numbers his first 5 years in the NFL. Then, what I really want people to look at, and I know that this fan base doesn't follow the Indianapolis Colts all that closely, and I get it. I don't really follow them all that closely, but I do follow the NFL, and I've done my homework. When you go back and you look at the season that Minshew had last season, I actually don't think it can even be quantified of how impressive it was. Like when people talk about the rookie season that Aidan O'Connell had last season's rookie year for Aidan O'Connell, it was impressive considering the circumstances that he's in. Having to take over for bad quarterback play, having to deal with Josh McDaniels. What Gardner Minshew did last season for Indianapolis is more impressive. And the reason why that I say that is because when you look at Indy's roster from top to bottom, it was one of the worst in the entire NFL last season. And yet, they were still able to go 9-8. Also, on top of that, Minshew was the backup quarterback. Reminder, they drafted Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall, and they designed this entire offense around Anthony Richardson. Very similar to what the Philadelphia Eagles did with Jalen Hurts. And guess what? The offense that you run with Anthony Richardson is a lot different than the offense that you're going to run with Gardner Minshew. And I know he made the Pro Bowl, and it was more of a Pro Bowl sub-in, but Minshew still had a 59.6 QBR. That was 14th. I'm going to say it again. 14th best in the NFL. So Minshew, in a season where the Colts didn't have a lot of talent, they lost their running back, Jonathan Taylor, for essentially the entire season. His best football was played at the end of the year. He's got a top 14 QBR and an offense that's designed for another quarterback, on top of the fact that he had to learn a brand new offense with an offensive coordinator and a brand new head coach. What Minshew has had to deal with, I do think deserves a lot more credit. So I got a question for all y'all out there. If Minshew starts 17 games this season, how many passing touchdowns is he going to throw? Is he going to throw 30, 25, 20? Is he going to have less? 17 games starting for the Raiders. How many passing touchdowns for Minshew? For me personally, I look at this number here, and the number that I'm going to go with is 24. And if you were to ask me how many passing touchdowns do I think Aidan O'Connell is going to have if he starts all 17 games, I'm also going to say 24. And the reason why I'm going to be in that range is because this team wants to run the football. They want to be physical. We have some very special talent on the outside. Devontae Jacoby, Trey Tucker, Michael Gallup, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer. I mean, we got a lot of good talent here. But this is also going to be a team that wants to rely on its defense and have long sustaining drives, which I don't think is going to result in the amount of points that some people really do truly think that we're going to end up scoring. I got to give some new shout-outs here to some new subs. I'm telling you, I'm going to start showing love to a bunch of our new subscribers here on the Raiders Report. Shout out to Colons, 330 Life, Colognes, Taylor Reed, Bass Joe, and then Mute Gorilla. Hopefully I pronounced all those right. Seriously, the fact that all y'all took time out of your day to hit that subscribe button, I'm going to take time out of my day to just show the nation and all of our new subs that we do greatly appreciate you. The final thing that I'm going to go to here of why Gardner deserves more respect, underdog story. And I really wanted to make this show again because I know how much the nation rides with Aidan. And I love Aidan O'Connell too. He's got a great underdog story and it's awesome to root for. But I do think there's so many people rooting for Aidan that they're just kind of pushing Gardner Minshew to the side, and they're not really understanding his story either. He was selected in round 6, pick 178 overall in the 2019 NFL Draft. He went to college at Northwest Mississippi. People were like, wow, this guy's really good. Then he ends up going to East Carolina. People go, wow, this guy's really good. Then he ends up going to Washington State. And then it's like, wow, this guy's really good, ends up getting drafted into the NFL, but he's entering year 6. And he's dealt with now 4 head coaches and 5 offensive coordinators. So you're telling me a guy drafted in round 6, later than Aidan O'Connell, dealt with a lot of college stuff. Don't get me wrong, Aidan's dealt with his own college stuff too. But like 4 head coaches and 5 offensive coordinators, I have been doing this show every single day since 2018. And the fact that we still get comments around Derek Carr blows my mind. But it's because the nation, they fall in love with people. They get their beer goggles on and, they love DC. Hell, I'm rocking a Yoda Derek Carr jersey right now, and I have the utmost respect for Derek. He's the guy that I've talked the most about in my entire career up here. But why do Raider fans, why does the nation defend this guy as much as they have, but they don't defend a guy like Gardner Minshew? And the reason why that I say that is because a lot of times anybody that says, oh, Derek Carr, this and that, oh, he didn't have a defense. That's 100% accurate, 100% true. Oh, Derek Carr had to deal with all these new head coaches, all these new offensive coordinators. Gardner Minshew had to do the exact same damn thing. So all I'm saying is this to the nation. I'm going to challenge the nation right now, okay? I'm going to challenge y'all. Get Derek Carr out of your mind. Once he retires, he's going to retire a Raider. He's a saint right now. There's another YouTube channel with a phony that you can go check him out. Please go do so. But I'm going to challenge y'all. Take all this Derek Carr love and put it into Gardner Minshew. Why can't we show love to Aidan and Gardner? Because I feel like it's all love for Aidan, no love for Gardner. And quite frankly, both of these guys have a chance to be a starting quarterback in the NFL for the Raiders. And, when you compare both of their seasons, I don't care who's the starter. I just want the best quarterback out there. I just want to just win, baby. But comparing the rookie seasons, Gardner Minshew in 2019 compared to Aidan O'Connell back in, this past season, the numbers are much more in favor for Gardner, and I'm not sitting up here saying that this matters now. I'm just simply saying that think about how excited you are about Aidan O'Connell because of what he did as a rookie. Well, imagine if Gardner Minshew would have been given a similar opportunity based on his rookie numbers. He's never been given that opportunity. What if the Raiders, for the first time in his NFL career, he gets an actual opportunity to be a starter on a team that hands him the keys to the car? He has shown you in years past that he can be halfway decent. Last season, yards per game, average, you look at it, advantage Aidan. Touchdown percentage essentially means the amount of touchdowns that they threw compared to the amount of passes they threw. The advantage is Aidan, but also the interception rate is lower for Gardner Minshew. Higher QBR, Gardner Minshew. Better win-loss, Gardner Minshew. If I'm going to create this Raiders team, and I'm going to try to convince all y'all that this team is going to go to the playoffs, I want a quarterback that protects the football. And based on the numbers that you saw last season, I get it. Year 5 compared to year 1, the numbers prove that Gardner Minshew was better last season. He was better as a rookie. So all I am asking for the nation is give Gardner Minshew a little bit of love. I know y'all love with Aidan. I love Aidan too. I ride with him. But we got to start giving more RESPECT to Gardner Minshew because, damn it, that guy deserves it, man. And if you don't think that he deserves it, I hope this show woke you up a little bit because he's an underdog story. He's battled a lot of obstacles. He's never been given an opportunity. And the fact that he's never been given an opportunity and he knows he's got an opportunity in front of him right now in front of a passionate fan base, how does it not fire you up to root for him? I'm rooting for both Aidan. I'm rooting for both Gardner. I hope it's a hell of a quarterback battle. But no matter what, I just want the best quarterback to win the job. And then we'll see how it all plays out for the rest of the year. But Gardner, anytime you want to pull up on the show, man, I'll call you Guard Dog. We'll chug some beers, go a little Uncle Rico style. Love to have you on, man. Whew. You ready? You trying to get it? Trying to get that? Can everybody just spam John Scheffler down below? Can everybody just spam John Scheffler down below? And Crash Dog, I'm here for both of them too. And I wanted to make this show because I'm sick and tired of people getting mad at me for being like, Mitch, you don't like Aidan O'Connell. I love Aidan O'Connell. I'm just the realist saying that both of these QBs can win. And until somebody wins, both quarterbacks are my quarterback. John Scheffler! Bang!
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 John Scheffler is a bad
Give
man.
me my gong.
What? John Scheffler.
This one's directed at you, Mitch.
Just because you didn't mention me as a wild one, I feel so disrespected. This is like Mount Raider more saying that they feel disrespected for being a wild one. That's like this. It's like Jimmy Butler complaining about paying $145 for gas. You know what, Chef? You're going to be all right, man. Just like Jimmy Butler. He's going to be all right. He's driving around a $1 million Bugatti, playing in a $100,000 poker tournament, complaining about $145 for gas. Chef, you're a legend here. That proves it. But you know what? I respect it. I respect it, Chef. This one's going to hurt. This is going to hurt, man. This one's going to hurt. And there's also a P in my future. No doubt about it. Does anybody else get a little bit upset when Jimmy Butler's like, oh, man, his gas is $145. I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. Low key, it drives me nuts. Also, breaking news, the Charlotte Hornets are trading for Reggie Jackson, in case you want to know anything about the NBA. Right? Dude, Blank Craig, dude's driving a Bugatti, which his Bugatti, let's say, is a $500,000 car. And he's complaining. Don't get me wrong, $145 in gas is a lot. It is a lot. I don't feel bad for you if you're driving a $500,000 Bugatti. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel bad for you. Get those score predictions in. We're about to get into our Raiders Dolphins Madden stream. This is going to be... Chuggs told me this is an interesting game. So I'm hoping the Raiders come out on top. Joe Maldonado, you, sir, are in. Also, this is important to mention, whoever is the MVP of today's show, which right now is a tie between Ed Robbins and John Scheffler. Tie between John Scheffler and also Ed Robbins. Now, Chuggs, I'll let you answer this question because Ed sent in 300. Scheffler says 299.99. But we usually give tie to Mount Raider more. That's not possible. So here's what we're going to do. Chef, I'm going to say tie goes to Mount Raider more. And right now, John Scheffler is the MVP of today's show. Okay, hear me out. MVP of today's show, and if it were to end today, I would wear his jersey tomorrow for Raiders Friday happy hour. I just want y'all to know. What? Ooh, wait a minute. Outback Steakhouse. National Onion Day. Calls for a free bloomin' onion. I love bloomin' onions, but I'm not going to lie. I read the calorie count on a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse once, and it kind of ruined it for me. The one that I saw like on the menu said 2,400 calories for a bloomin' onion. I mean, that's absurd, dude. That's a lot of calories for a bloomin' onion. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love bloomin' onions. But, like, I would rather eat 3 burgers and get 2,400 calories than a bloomin' onion. You know what I mean? Though, a good onion ring, like those onion rings we had the other day, you didn't think they were good? Oh, see, big onion ring, I love them.
I just like, I don't know. I like a different batter of onion ring.
Okay.
Like those ones are good, but I really like, and maybe it's just because I grew up with them. Like the Whataburger, how those are kind of like dipped in like some kind of batter, like the Whataburger onion rings.
I've only had them a handful of times.
It's like the beer batter onion rings.
Yeah. See, I like the bloomin' onion style more. I get it, though.
I like bloomin' onions, though. Bloomin' onions slap.
Matt, yeah, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I mean, if you're going to get a bloomin' onion, you're going to eat the whole thing. I'll tell you this right now. I do not waste food. Like, if Chuggs doesn't eat his lunch, I finish it. It's the truth. I did it today.
How was it?
It was really good.
Dude, did you have that ranch that they have with it?
Ranch is good.
They have like a homemade ranch that they do?
Yep. Mario, I try to burn those calories. The problem is you guys do a really good job putting them back on.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to knock back this boot. I'm going to take a quick pee break.
Yep.
When I get back, Raiders, Dolphins.
We actually had another question.
Madden.
There's another national day, which I should probably see what deals are with this. It's National Ice Cream Cake Day. So my question to you is, what is the best cake ice cream combo?
All right, so you're saying only cake and ice cream.
Yeah. I mean, what else goes in ice cream cake?
Well, I'm saying, like, is icing involved? Like, is it just, like, chocolate cake, vanilla ice cream? Or can I say carrot cake, vanilla ice cream?
Yeah, you can do whatever cake ice cream combo you want. You would say carrot cake and vanilla ice cream is your favorite?
No, I just like it a lot. I would say, legitimately, my favorite ice cream, I mean, I'm going to go back to my childhood. It's just like that ice. It's literally like an ice cream cake. It's like got it's like the carnival one. You know which one I mean?
We don't have a tie anymore. Because John
Scheffler! Bang! Well, that's another one. I might as well just add it in. You know what, Chef? I don't know if I can even do this.
Well, I think that was for me.
Oh, all right. You want it?
It's all love, Mitch Chuggs bong.
All right. You know what? If somebody also sends in a 50, I'm going to top this off. So if you don't know a boot, it's 36 ounces. It's exactly 3 of these. If somebody sends in a 50 for a bang, I'm going to top off this boot right now. I think I have enough in there. I think I can do it. Ice cream with salami cake. That sounds...
Oh. I didn't know Allie Barefoot was in the office.
Sounds interesting from Robert.
Red velvet cake with Rocky Road. That sounds bomb. Let's see. Cookies and cream. I would go chocolate cake, cookies and cream ice cream.
You go what?
Chocolate cake, cookies and cream ice cream, or chocolate cake, mint chocolate chip ice cream.
That sounds really good.
Well, damn.
Blaine! Correct! Bang!
He says, top it off. Rebel says, good news, I'm last place for the race. Hi, Marianne.
Marianne.
Rebel would want to be last place.
Rebel only goes for last place.
No! Santana!
Well, we're gonna try our best. That's my message here.
It's got to go to the very, very tippy top.
It's we're gonna do our best here.
Funfetti cake and mocha almond fudge ice cream. Okay, Buckethead. That sounds delicious.
Say that again.
Basically, vanilla cake, so funfetti cake with mocha almond fudge ice cream. I love mocha fudge ice cream. Yoda Jenkins! Bang! What is going on?
Guys.
L.A. Crash Dog! Bang! You know what? I'll just do that. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a boot. I'll pour this into a boot. And I'll be right back.
I'm going to try to get this as close as I can. Oh, we're starting to... It's so full that it's coming over the sides here a little bit. Oh, God. Yeah, if you can. I got a bunch of dead bodies. That's a dead body. I got a little bit left in that guy. Holy cow. You know what? You guys, man, I don't even know sometimes. I don't have the words for you. I don't know what you want me to say. Chuggs is like, bro, are you all right? I need your help. I definitely going to need some help today from Mr. Chuggs. This is going to be a battle. This one's going to be a battle. Dude, that's funny. That's hilarious. So, probably all the... I can't even get into that. Oh, man. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Today's been an interesting day. Rebel Montana said, let's go. I want my pick. What does that even mean? Oh, you want butthole pick. That race is going to be a little bit later. That one's going to be a little bit later. Borelli, you didn't miss anything, man. It's just a bunch of guys going crazy like normal. The deal is every 50 is a bang today. I know you guys can't. I can't even pick up this boot right now, so we filled it up to the tippy top. I got a boot to the very, very top. Chuggs has got to hurry up, though, because I'm going to pee my pants. I'm not going to let you guys listen to it graph style, but this pee is going to be louder than what I did on Graph Show. If you didn't see that, then you can go check that one out. Honest question, how many people watched Graph Show on Saturday for the pee? For the pee heard around the stream. Honest question. Which, I will admit, I did not know that my mic was going to be picked up. I actually thought because I left that my audio was through my laptop. This might surprise y'all. I'm not very good with technology. Chuggs does a lot of that stuff. So I thought my audio was through the computer. So I got up, I left, and I went to go pee, and my audio was through my headphones. And I didn't realize it. So if you guys want to hear me pee on Graph Stream, you guys can listen to it. So not great. Ed, Chuggs, take your time. Man, I don't know. Rebel, I heard that. I was like, what the F? So I started the Graph Show with my AirPods, which when I use my AirPods on his stream, and hole in the toilet, Noah. I literally tell you guys, like when I get done like drinking all this, I literally try to put a hole in that toilet. Literally try to put a hole in that toilet. Just gotta top that guy off a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. That's why you get a headset. Rebel, you're not wrong. You ready? I got to pee, dude. I'm already in. I'm hurting. Stoffel, I'm sweating straight happy dad, which that might be worse to say out loud. Yeah, that's probably better. Borelli, you're not wrong, but you know what? I'm always down for a good time. I'm always down for a good time. Mitch, again, I asked how much to get you to pee in your pants. Today it's not going to happen. Bro, pee my pants? All right, how about this? You go ask Brett. You go ask Brett, do we have a towel? We have towels. Oh, dude. How am I going to get home? I don't have a change of clothes. All right, how about, I'll make you guys a deal. All right, this is my deal. It's not going to happen today. I will bring a change of clothes for tomorrow, Friday happy hour. I don't know what the deal is yet. I think what we're going to do tomorrow is I'm going to make a deal, a challenge that I bet you guys can't make me pee. And we're going to let it ride, man. We're gonna let it ride. Can't get it right. It's only cool if you pee your pants. Dude, what are you doing? I literally thought you were about to dump that on my computer. It's full. It's very, very full. All right. I'm not walking in piss pants. It's 100 degrees outside.
So it'll dry.
I don't want it to dry. Dude, I'm literally going to be dripping into my shoes. It's not a little bit of pee, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a little bit. I bet you I could pee, I'd fill that up. I would. I actually think I'd fill up that boot. All right, you ready? We got to do this.
Or you piss your pants for free.
Yep. Seriously. I got to pee, dude. I really do. You ready? This is going to be devastating.
You're going to have to start off right there. There we go. All righty. There's a Twitter hack going on right now. Twitter's not working. We'll never figure out what color my shirt is. I gave too much of a head start. Too much of a head start. We'll never figure out what color my shirt is. Twitter's down. Yeah. Elon's Twitter down and broken. Yeah, Vonell, we are still live, and we're not even close to done because I'll tell you this, as soon as Mitch gets back, we have a Madden Sim on tap for you today. Oh, God. Oh. We got a Madden Sim going on today. Raiders at the Dolphins in the 305. Yeah, just like his trucks to Lesbo. Shit's breaking down. You said my name right. Oh yeah, I try. I try to get everybody's name right. Vinthrak, your shirt is wine. That's what somebody else said. They said it's wine. Obviously, we got a little dark spot right here going. I said it's a magenta maroon, not maroon. It's like a magenta pink, purplish. Israel said, your shirt is silver and black. Yeah. Because that's what I bleed. Chuggs, if Minshew loses today, we go back to AOC. I mean, is that what y'all want to do? If Minshew loses today, back to AOC. Prune. Today's been hella love the nation. Ride with me. Your shirt is Evil Plum. Nice pink shirt, Chuggs. Do you get a chubby wearing those shorts, Joe? The answer is yes. Because they're so comfortable. You have no other option. Blaine says it's not really purple. It looked more crimson on X. I don't know. I think it's purple. Chuggs burgundy. F off, San Diego. Majestic is the color from John Scheffler. AOC been balling out in Madden 24 Sims. He actually hasn't, though. Made decent. AOC has not been balling out. He's lost both of the games that he started. He lost to the Chiefs and he lost to the Bengals. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Oh, God, needed that. One shot said the shirt makes you look majestic, Chuggs. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And Can't Get Right says, can I get a, oh, yeah. Hey, now I'm from San Diego, Chuggs. Your face is the same color. Your face is the same color as the shirt right now. Possibly. I just drank a whole boot. In the new Madden, bro, said made decent. The thing is, I don't think so. The new Madden hasn't even come out made decent. So no. Honestly, and like Minshew's skill set, if you've ever played Madden, his skill set doesn't, help you out if you're a Madden quarterback or if you're playing Madden as AOC. I mean, he's not mobile. Doesn't have great accuracy. Von L says, Chuggs, how excited are you for the season? I'm pumped. I'm so ready for the season to finally begin. Mitch is going to be at a wedding for opening night, week 1, Thursday Night Football. So I'm actually going to be hosting the Raiders Report Thursday Night Football extravaganza, Chiefs versus Ravens. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Woo! Mitch is taking his sweet time. Yeah? There's pizza out there.
I'm sorry, y'all. That third boot did me dirty. It did me dirty. Who's ready to get in to a little bit of a Madden sim here? What are we thinking? A little Madden sim time? Are you guys ready? I don't know about y'all. I'm ready. Madden sim time. Raiders, Dolphins. Coming up here on today's show. You guys ready to get this thing going? Can I get some LVs down below? Can I get some LVs down below? Whew. Ready? All right, here we go. Raiders, Dolphins, Madden stream. Let's get it popping. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and it's time to get into our Week 11 Madden Sim. You got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling on the road to Miami Gardens, Florida, to take on the Dolphins. Raiders are 5-4 on the Madden season. Dolphins are 4-5. Both teams need a big-time win. So, coming up here on today's show, what we're going to do is we're going to go through literally an entire game from start to finish, each quarter, 8 minutes for each one. If you want to be able to tune in to all of our shows that we do here on Madden when we go live, you can see the dates. They are in the parentheses down below. So please make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you got those notifications turned on because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to do a playoff picture here coming up in a few weeks when, some of the playoff standings start to come into play. And honestly, I actually think that this is going to be a really big game for the playoffs in Madden and a really big playoff game in real life. Both teams probably going to be fighting for one of those wild card spots. Let me know down below, though, who you got. You're going to go with the Raiders. You're going to go with the Dolphins. You can also look at this as like, you know what, man? I know the nation travels well. I also know the Dolphins fans travel well. So let me know who you think is the better fan base, the Raiders, Dolphins, because we're going to get some Dolphins fans here, nation, that end up watching this show. What do you say? I'm a pretty big Tua hater, though I am a big fan of the Hawk Tua. I'm not a Tua guy. Not a Tua guy. Not afraid to admit it. I will say, though, the Dolphins are probably one of the best teams on Madden. Because to me, if I'm looking for a Madden team, I look for speed. They got speed on offense. I would imagine they're the fastest team on offense. Raiders getting ready to kick this one away. Dolphins back to receive the kick. Raiders got to start off strong, man. If they don't start off strong, they're in trouble. Gotta start this one off strong, man. All right, so we got 8-minute quarters. Still the old kickoff rules. When we had this game, depending on when you watch it, we had the old Madden. So new Madden hasn't come out yet. So the old kickoff rules are the old kickoff rules. Come on, Raiders. Got to get a dub, dude. If they're 5-4 in the regular season, can you switch the background? Kickoff at the 1. It's going to be returned out of the back of the end zone and taken down up to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tua Tagovailoa. Come on, Raiders. If I'm Las Vegas, I'm trying to get as much pressure on Tua as I can. But I also know the Miami Dolphins last season were one of the best teams in the NFL at being able to get the ball out quickly. It's a big offense that's predicated on get the ball out quickly, let your athletes be athletes, and have a good yard after the catch. Really? Really? The Lakers drafted Bronny. That's just, honestly, that's disgraceful. If you're a Lakers fan, I get the idea that you're trying to keep LeBron, but at the same time, Bronny's not an NBA player. I mean, let's be honest. I talked to some Laker fans yesterday, and they were like, Kobe over LeBron any day of the week. So, I don't know. Weird move to me. Weird move to me. 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. 2 out of the pistol. Handoff. Wow, what a freaking tackle there. Who was that? Was that Tyree Wilson? 3rd down and 8. Come on, Raiders. Jeremy. I need it.
It's 3rd down!
Get those 3s in the chat. Tua drops back, looking. Crosby getting held. Crosby doesn't matter. Spam those 98s.
Mad Maxx sack!
Unbelievable play there by the Condor. I mean, what a hell of a play. Crosby gets held, and despite him getting held, able to maneuver out of the tackle's grasp and still get the sack. What a play. Laube back to receive the punt, and I mean instantly gets hit. I feel like we haven't seen many punts this season. Not many. Though we did have one game this year where we had a punt return and a kick return for a touchdown. Minshew back in the game as the starter of the Raiders in Madden this season. 5-2 when Minshew starts. 0-2 when Aidan starts. So we put Minshew back in. Noah Santana, I'm a Laker fan. Trust, I've been disappointed at them for a minute now. Also, that's a spin. We'll, Noah, because I want to be able to keep the game going, and I think we'd have to, take away from the game, or could we do both, or is that not possible? Handoff, Zamir White up the middle, 2nd down and 4. Jackson Powers Johnson down with an injury. Noah, just because it's not going to be easy for me to do the wheel spin while we do the Madden stream, Just eat a spicy bean? All right. You know what? Every 10, instead of spinning the wheel, I'm going to eat a spicy bean just for Chuggs. If I can even get them open. Which one do you want? 2nd down and 4. Minshew, power I formation. 2 to the left, Devontae and Jacoby. Running back in the game is Amir White. Fullback is Alexander Madison. Fake handoff to Zeus. Minshew steps up into the pocket, throws down the field. Broken up. Was looking for Devontae Adams. Really nice play there by, I want to say, the 3rd-year safety Javon Holland out of Oregon. Is it his 3rd year or 2nd year? 3rd year? I mean, I'm not surprised. I didn't think Bronny was going to get drafted. Ball to 49. Minshew drops back. Quick throw, middle of the field. Brock Bowers cut. 1st down, Raiders. What a beautiful play design there by offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. He gets his playmaker in open field, gets him on the linebacker. I mean, that's an easy win. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna ask a linebacker to try to guard him in man, let alone coverage, good luck. Zone, not happening. Ball to 42. Come on, Raiders. Minshew, handoff to Zeus. That one's going to go up the middle. He's going to get 15. I mean, what a great second effort there by the 3rd-year running back out of Georgia. You thought he was going to go down for maybe a gain of 12. Kept the legs churning, kept them moving there a little bit. Able to pick up 13, 14, 15 yards there on that run. Minshew, shotgun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like Zeus on his left hip again. They're going to go back to him. No, fake handoff to Zeus. Minshew, pressure, got to get rid of it. Throws completed, and it's a gain of 4. I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for your quarterback to do there. Fake handoff, not a lot going. Felt the pressure from his right side, mobile enough to be able to maneuver out of it, throw it left side, and just gets the open man. Venthrak, your shirt is wine. You're talking about the shirt again? He's right, though. It is. Handoff, Zeus, middle, breaks the tackle, 1st down, Raiders. Big 1st down there. And if anybody needs a Raiders jersey, not like the one that I have on, but like, Yoda, you know I love you. A real Raiders jersey, you can go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. And if you guys are watching this live, there is a white Vapor Devontae Adams jersey. Usually it's like $150. You can get it right now for $99. They're available in sizes small all the way up to 3XL. You might have to scroll once or twice to go down, but it is a white, I want to say Vapor Devontae Adams jersey. Chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Also, if you guys ever need a Raiders jersey, this link, it always works. 2nd down and 3. Gardner, power I. Drops back, looks, throws left, wide open, Devontae Adams, and show me those TDs. I mean, that's too easy. That was too easy. Devontae, man on man. Watch how bad. They're not going to show it. I mean, when I tell you he's wide open, I don't know how you forget about Devontae. Our NBA guys in the back here, they're going, stop talking about Bronny James. Dude stinks. Get the out of this chat right now. I mean, it's a joke, though. Like, that would be like in the NFL, okay? In the NFL, if somebody who's playing at like a D2 level.
That's like, say, if you were Peyton Manning's nephew and you were really not that good.
Like Arch Manning.
But then you got a 5-star rating.
I mean, he's good enough to get like drafted though. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I mean, it's the truth though. Like, it's bad, man. I gotta eat this one. I'm telling you right now, those 3 boots did me dirty. I'm not well. Which you guys can probably tell. I don't know, man. I actually don't know. I mean, I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know enough about AP's son and his experience. But I do know that Bronny is not good enough to be in the NBA. Like, how do you calculate, in all honesty, how ready somebody is to be a coach? Like, I don't really know, like, how you quantify it. So I think because of that, like, he might not be ready. And yet, he might have been hired because he's, Antonio Pierce's dad. But also, he could be very well qualified. I don't have enough information. Nobody has enough information to know if he's a good hire or not. Shotgun to a 2nd down and 6. Drops back. He's looking. Steps up. Throws short. Caught. Pushed out of bounds. Nate Hobbs. Really good job there on the coverage. Tyreek Hill on the catch. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 2. Come on. Come on.
It's a 3rd down.
Keep it going, Chuggs. I believe in you. 3rd down and 2.
Oh, no!
Oh, my Lord. I thought he had a pick.
Spillane! Right through his fingies.
Dude, that is... I mean, it literally went right through his fingers.
Oh, Robert Spillane, the fake AP in the game, is upset. He and everyone do not understand how that was not a pick 6. Laube on the return takes it to the 35-yard line.
All right. I mean, this is a huge drive here for the Raiders. I mean, monumental. Raiders up 7-0. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go. I mean, their defense came out 2 straight times, got 2 very, very good stops. Power I formation. Handoff up the middle. Zamir White breaks the tackle, and they're going to give him a 1st down. Timeout, injury timeout here for... I did not... Oh, man. Dolphins player goes down. Walker. I don't know, dude. I've been trying to figure it out. 7-0. Come on, Raiders. All right, so do you go to the run or do you pass here? Do you run or do you pass? Also, if you guys use hashtag Raiders, I want to be able to answer some of y'all's questions while we do the play-by-play, if that's cool with y'all. Minshew looks, throws quick, right away, hits Michael Mayer kind of on a slot. Then he gets hit, loss of 6. What am I talking? Gain of 6. I'm sorry. You guys can blame Scheffler. Y'all can blame Ed Robbins. That's on them. Yoda. 2nd down and 4. Fake handoff. Minshew's going to step up into the pocket. Throws. Finds wide open. Caught. Devontae Adams. That's a huge pickup there. Huge pickup there. I mean, if we can go up 14-0 at the end of the 1st quarter in a game that we also get ball to start the 2nd half, I don't know if we... Have we had a blowout yet this year? I don't think we've had a blowout yet. Also, 300 likes. Cheers. You guys can take a drink with me. Brought down 2nd and 23.
Not to go back to the whole Bronny thing, but Woj was just on ESPN, apparently upset that that nepotism was trending on Twitter around Bronny James.
Yeah, I mean...
Sucks.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's why you got, I'm sorry, that's why he got the job.
Yeah. I mean, it does. Imagine you get the job because your dad owns a business or your dad works there, and you only get the job because of that.
And it's I would feel bad for Bronny, but go back to school. Earn it. Sorry. You took the easy way out going into the NBA and playing with your dad.
I mean, I get his standpoint, but then there's also,
But it's
but they're taking a job away from somebody else, and that's the more important.
But it's
story.
also you can't get mad for people telling it like it is.
3rd down and 5. Minshew shotgun throws. 4th and inches. Do you go for it here?
4th and Mitch.
4th and Chuggs. Do you go for it? I actually never knew if you picked up on it. I'm glad you did. He's just like, what's he talking about? But it's not really an insult. What if it's 4th and 10? Hey, that's a good inches. Handoff middle. Zamir, first down. Oh, man. That's all right. I'm all right. I'm a little red. Yoda Jenkins. He was our MVP last week. 1st down and goal, ball to 7. Borelli, your son's in here. Handoff up the middle. He's going to he gets to the 4. It's a pretty good spot. End of the 1st quarter. Oh, man. I mean, the Dolphins have -2 passing yards to end that 1st quarter. That's the best this Raiders defense played all season. Hashtag Hawk Tua. Hashtag cut Tua. Borelli says, my boy. 2nd down and goal. Reminder, if anybody needs a Raiders jersey, chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Minshew, handoff, Zeus, touchdown, Raiders! Let's freaking go, man. Touchdown, Raiders. Dude, that's great blocking by Dylan Parham and company. What a hole. Touchdown. The thing I slacked you, I think we should just message Brett about it after the show. That way he knows. Extra point is up and it's good. I mean, that's a 9-play, 66-yard drive. That's a hell of a drive by the Raiders. I mean, that's probably the best 8 minutes and 2 seconds of football you're going to see by this team this year. I mean, if the Raiders are up 14-0 on the Dolphins in Miami at the 2nd quarter, 7:58 left, guys, we're going nuts. We're going absolutely nuts. Also, what's nuts, you guys can win right now $90 on this show. If you send in a $20 Venmo, you're going to have a chance to win. Then it would be $100. You want a chance to win some money? Who wants to win some money today? Let's get weird. You guys want to get a little bit wild? Chuggs, you want in? I'll pay for yours. You in? Chuggs is getting in. All right, you know what? Who's going to beat Chuggs and I? I'm going to get in this race too. And for everybody out there that watches these duck races, you know that we cannot rig them. That's like every murder's like, I didn't kill her. Can't rig them. So if Chuggs or I win, I'm keeping that money. Chuggs keeping that money. You're not beating me. You're not beating me. How about this? Every person that beats me in that duck race, you get a butthole pick. Throw. Rebel's like, dude, I'm freaking in, man. I mean, Tua's terrible in this game, which I'm surprised. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's obviously ticked off. Obviously. Can't get right. Rigged, I'm telling y'all. I wish we could. I will say one of the most unbelievable days I've ever had at work. I've always wish I could be like that billionaire that just gives random people $100,000. Chuggs and I last year, we had not a Hanukkah stream, but a game that was on Hanukkah. And we ended up giving away over $4,000 because we were spinning this dreidel and it kept landing on Gimel. Dude, that show was nuts. That. I wish we could have rigged it that day. That day was fun. It was a loaded dreidel. How many people honestly were around for that game? 1st down and 10. Tua, shotgun. You got 2 to the right, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Fake handoff to Mostert. Tua drops back, throws a bomb. There's a flag on the field. Jack Jones is pissed. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. I don't know. I want to see it again. I don't know, man. That's weird. Bolton 19. Crash Talk says he was there. Husker was there. El Loco. Yoda. Can't. Yep. I mean, honestly. First down and 10. Up the middle. First and goal. Ball to 3. Crosby's upset about something. Raiders got to regroup here a little bit. I mean, this was way too easy, and you can't let a head coach like this get in his groove. Power I formation for Tua. Raiders, get up a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, Divine. What are you doing? Handoff up the middle. Divine just gets pushed over. This should have been a no gain. Divine, he's got to get closer to the line of scrimmage, just gets bullied. Raheem Mostert, I mean, Jesus. I'm with Noah Santana. How is that possible? How is that possible? You got a linebacker that meets a running back, and the running back clearly wins. Rustin Long, you in. $20 Venmo right now, you have a chance to win $130. That'd be pretty dope. I mean, dude, $130, what are you spending on right now? Or what would you do with it? I've been craving, I was saying this the other day to one of my friends where I was like, I used to be the person where like I would like to go out with Alex like once a week. And like, we just like get like a little something. Where now I'm like the person where it's like if we go out once a month and we go to like a really fancy restaurant, I've been craving a fancy restaurant. Honestly, Alex and I have not done anything since we've moved into our new place. That's what I'd put that money towards. Like a fancy meal, like a treat yourself meal. All right, return here from Dylan Lalby. Holy shit. They got 12 guys on the field? I mean, he gets just roasted. Zamir White today, 8 for 68 and a touchdown. What's up, Salami? Is it? Actually, it was a white shirt before he sat down. Shout out to Allie, or is it Abby? Abby Salami. Handoff, Zamir White. Nope, nothing. Gets one. He's got a nice amount of yards, though. He's got like a rebel amount of yards right now. Second down and 9. I do respect the gig. Like I like Rebel 69 joke. I like what's up every day. Like I like inside jokes on our shows because this is gonna be holding. Jesus Christ. I like Daniel frickin' Jimenez. I always remember that one. I don't remember how we started banging, to be honest with you. If somebody could find the episode the first time we did that, that would be sick to me because I actually don't know the answer to that. Holding, second down and 19. Fake handoff. Minshew, he's going to step up, scrambling. Oh, boy. Dude, that was an Uncle Rico throw. First down, Raiders. If you rewind that throw, that's an Uncle Rico throw. Somebody clip that and put that on Twitter or IG. He's just like, bro, that's an Uncle Rico throw. He's just like scrambling out from the hip. It's even like the picture that he has. Slings it 40 yards, first down. Uncle frickin' Rico. You tell me I'm wrong. No chance.
All I remember about the first time we banged is
I was waiting for. I was unconscious, so I don't remember. Fake hand. No, it's a handoff. Zamir White. He's gonna lose 5 yards. You're like, you hit a gong and I blacked out. I actually did too. Poyer on the tackle. Second down and 15. Poyer. You got to pay an extra $5 for that. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, and they're going to hand it off to Lauby. Lauby's going to bounce around here a little bit. Another flag. What are we doing? Face mask? Oh. On Bowers. That Did you see what they had Brock Bowers look like? Oh my God. That looked like Cock Bowers. That was not Brock at all. Second and 22, in case you're wondering. 31, throw, caught, completed, 3rd and 15. All right. I know this. If Bo Hardigree, Mick Lombardi, and Josh McDaniels were here, no doubt in my mind this is a screen to Amir Abdullah. Not a doubt in my mind. I'm hoping Devontae or give Bowers a chance to redeem himself. Oh, God. Yep, it's a punt. I respect it. To be honest, I don't mind that. Throw it up. We'll see what your guys can do. It was a punt. I actually wish teams would do more of that in the NFL. I would just try to execute a little bit better. He did. He went back to the Uncle Rico. This time he threw it across his body, though. Yep. That's a tough one. But you know what? That's what's going to happen sometimes with Gardner. The way that the Raiders played the first 7 minutes and 58 seconds of this game compared to the way that they've played the last 4 minutes, concerning. Dolphins have a chance to tie it up. Now, again, the Raiders do get ball to start the second half. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 4 minutes, 25 seconds. Let's get this thing going. Stoffel the Badger, if that was Carr, I'd be fine with it. Dude, it's 3rd and 15. If you legitimately get to that point where you can't figure out anything, just toss one up. See if you can get pass interference. Run to the right side. Gain of 14. Mostert's killing us right now. I don't know what he's doing. Do you bench? Is that what that is? 1st down and 10. It is an interesting game. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Tua. Oh, flag. I mean, this better be holding. The flag monster is out today. I don't know what that is. Dude. Yeah, Coop sound like he made some goop. First and 20. Oh, man. Tua pressured. Throws. Wide open. Jalen Waddle. Gain of, got to be 25, for the love of God. I don't know how physically you do that. You scramble backwards as a lefty. This way. And then you're able to, without looking, by the way, fire a frickin' missile right to your receiver. He's lucky that one wasn't on target. But Jacorian, get back to the line. It's 2nd and 10, for the love of God. The draft's over already? That's wild. 2nd down and 10. And Bronny's a Laker. Wild. Turns out he's amazing. That'd be sick. Tua, shotgun, looks, throws, middle, just wide open. Hang on, though. There's a flag. I think this one's coming back. 2nd down and 10. Oh, God, I hope your mic was off. Holding on the offense. Holding on the offense. Bring it back.
Beep, 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 beep.
Did you say back? Bring it back.
Beep, beep, beep.
2nd down and 20 coming up. I mean, that's huge, man.
Beep.
Jacob Sir, beep, beep. Beep, beep. 2nd down and 20. Tua still looking. Throws right in the middle.
Get stuffed.
Wow. I mean, that was a triple stuffed Oreo right there.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of cream in that tackle.
Uh-huh. Get creamy.
You know what I'm talking about. 3rd and 16. Let's go.
It's 3rd down.
You legit look like Mario in that shirt. 3rd and 16. Tua, try to set up a screen.
Wilkins
just got to
right
get
there.
rid of it. Got to get rid of it.
Wilkins in his face.
All right, so now you're the Raiders. 2 minutes 20.
Brock
2 minutes 30
Bowers.
seconds. 3 timeouts. Are you trying to... Are you going to try to, run the football?
100%.
Pass? What type of offense? You going to speed it up here a little bit, or no rush?
I speed it up. Yeah.
Back of the end zone. That's huge.
I speed it up until I get to their 40.
So you get to their 40.
And then once I'm on their side of the field, then depending on the time, I can slow it down a little
Are
bit.
you running or are you passing here to start this? You got 2:19. Okay.
I'm passing.
You don't want to give them time because if you're the Raiders, if you told me right now you're up 14-7 going into halftime against the Miami Dolphins, I'd be like, that's a really good spot to be in. But I do agree, like, this is where you just got to be aggressive. I know you want to win with your defense, but like, you got to have the confidence in your quarterback. You go out there, you try to put up points on the board here. Gardner Minshew, fake handoff, looking, throws, middle, caught, wide open. Davante Adams for a first down. Ball at the 35. So now if I'm the Raiders here, I'm probably going to just let this one go down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to try to draw up then my best play for 10 yards. Because right now you're at what, the 34? You're at the 35. If you can get to the 45, you put yourself in a good spot. This is where you really allow your 2-minute offense to kind of get it going. Because then if you're at the 45, you really only got to get 15 yards. Put yourself in field goal range. Though if I am the Raiders here, I'm still going to pass. I'm not running. Gardner drops back, looking, steps up into the pocket, throws a missile. Wide open, caught! Jacoby! All the way down to the 39-yard line. Would you call timeout here? Would you call timeout, move your offense up about 30 yards, or do you let the clock continue to tick? What would you do?
I let the clock tick. I tick it down a little bit. You're up by 7. You can go up by 2 scores, and you get the ball to start. You don't want to give them a chance to score.
So the only reason why I might disagree with that.
What the hell, Mitch?
Minshew, shotgun, looks, throws. Oh, my God, that was a risky throw, but it's completed, caught up to the 23. What I would have done is I might have actually called timeout there, and then the next play I would have ran was a running play, but same exact mindset. First down and 10 after a very gutsy throw there by Gardner Minshew. And now we're here at the 23-yard line, 57 seconds to go. Raiders have all 3 timeouts. Minshew drops back, quick throw again to Brock Bowers. Second down and 3.
Brock!
There's no need to call timeout.
Bowers!
Ball here at the 15. Timeout, Raiders. Why call timeout there? See, that I don't really agree with. I mean, you're at the 15-yard line here. The Dolphins, they have the most explosive offense, one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. They don't need a lot of time, man. So now it's second down and 3. Now if you're the Raiders, I mean, the fact that you call timeout, I don't really think that they're going to run the football. Maybe they do. Minshew drops back, quick throw again. Oh, he missed him.
Bench him.
I mean, he had him, dude. He freaking had him, man.
Mitch, do you have a boot in the frame?
Hey, you know what they say? Boot a day keeps the doctor away.
I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Third down and 3. Minshew, shotgun, drops back. Christ. Throws.
Bench him.
Hey, I mean, he was wide open again. Minshew, you're the one that needs to calm down.
You're telling me you're in the Fanatics red zone, up by 7, where you can get Raiders jerseys at chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys, and you sell on me like that?
Unbelievable. And if you want to take advantage of a great sale right now, go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. There's a Davante Adams white vapor jersey for $99. True story. It's clean, man. It size is small to like 3XL. Yeah. 17-7. I mean, there's just too much time, dude. They got 37 seconds, 3 timeouts. They're gonna make this a field goal game. They're gonna make this a. They better not. What do you think happens here? What do you think happens on this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Let me know down below. I mean, the Raiders' defense has played so well this entire half. So well the entire game. I mean, that first quarter was the best quarter we've seen this defense play. Blaine Craig, you in? Blaine Craig is in. I also see a man by the name of Husker Raider in. Right now, $20 Venmo, you have a chance to win $140. here on the Raiders Report. Wild stuff. First down and 10. Tua, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Tua's going to shotgun, going to drop back, throws one down the field. Almost picked off by Ja'Cory Bennett. Oh, I wish you would have got it. If he gets that in, 31 seconds, 2 timeouts, you give Carlson plenty of time to be able to knock one through. Ball to 31. That's a lie. Ball to 25, 31 seconds. Sorry, y'all. We're battling through this, too. Bunch formation, pistol. Tua drops back, got all day to throw. Raiders now going to get some pressure on him. Tyree Wilson forces him to throw it out of bounds. If you're the Dolphins here and it's 3rd down and 10, do you run the football? Do you make the Raiders burn a timeout? I actually think I do. I do. I don't know what that was. Tua, shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff to Moster up the middle. Tackle made by Splain. Timeout Raiders. Timeout Raiders, they call it. I mean, you got 22 seconds. You got a timeout left. You need a decent return here by Laube. You draw up your 2 best plays for 8 yards and out. And then you make Carlson knock one through from 50 plus.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah? I don't know. You're talking like you got something in your lip. You all right? Kick is away. Chuggs looks like a man made with real berries. You know what I mean? That's a red, magenta, purple. It's freaking me out a little bit. Berries and cream, berries and cream. All right, here we go. So the Raiders, they're at the 30-yard line, 17 seconds, 1 timeout. This play here needs to be 10 yards. You get out of bounds. It needs to be quick. The best guy that can do that on your team is Devontae. Because if you go in the middle of the field, I mean, unless you could pick up 20 yards plus, the only way you're going to the middle of the field is if you could pick up 20 yards plus. Handoff to Zamir White is probably the worst play you could have done. Timeout Raiders, like you picked up a first down, but you burned your timeout. Like why even call a timeout and get your offense out onto the field if the first play you're going to run is a handoff to Zamir White? Like you got it first, that's good, but you burned your timeout. That's a bad one, Getsy. Shotgun here by Minshew. Oh my God, I thought they were going to do it again. Minshew throws. I don't know who you're looking for. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. I mean, that's brutal, dude. That's freaking brutal, man. Anybody going to get in this duck race? Who wants in? 8 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10. You guys want big pot, small pot? Big pot? Chuggs wants big pot. Minshew, 2nd and 10. I'm not really sure, guys. I mean, you let Uncle Rico throw one up. You see what happens. Let Uncle Rico throw one up here. You just hope something good happens. Mr. Akon, I'm with you, dude. I don't have an answer for what the hell that. The play calls here. Like, that's a dumb play. Like, if that's your play, you just take a knee. That might have been the worst 4 plays I've ever seen a team run in 17 seconds. And that's after 2 years of Josh McDaniels. All right, we're going into half here. Raiders up 17-7. Still got to be happy about it. They do get ball to start the second half here. Reminder, if anybody wants a chance to get in our 50-50 raffle, $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365, or you can get out your camera right now. You can scan that QR code and you can get in. If you send in 20 right now, you'd have the opportunity to win. You would win $150 today here on the Raiders Report. What do you think? What do you think? Let's go. Let's get this a little bit wild. Let's get this a little bit wild today.
How do we feel about Minshew, his first game back starting?
Minshew first game back starting. I mean, it hasn't been great.
He sat 2 games, and the Raiders lost both of those games against the Chiefs and the Bengals. Given
tough opponents. Tough
opponents.
Probably the 2 best
If this was
teams.
real life, that would be the most effed up thing ever. It's like, hey, Aidan, you're starting against the Chiefs and the Bengals, and if you don't win both of them, you're getting benched.
And Gardner, I know you're 5-2, but no, Santana putting life back into me. Bang! What's up, Noah? My attempt at a dad joke. Raiders Report style. Oh, boy. What did Mario say to Luigi? I mean, this is way too literal. What color is my shirt? I don't even know if that's a dad joke or if it's a statement. But I will say this. This chicken, I can't even taste it right now. Sacked by Jalen Phillips. 2nd and 18. Noah Santana with a bang. With a bang. Dude, Noah Santana spicing up this thing. Hang on, I gotta add another bang here for Noah. I'll tell you what, Noah's been creeping up these ranks this month there, Jeremy. He's always creeping. You got this? I got to knock this back.
Gardner, handoff to Zamir. Runs over 2 Dolphins. And it's 3rd and 15.
Looks like that episode of The Boys where he tries to rescue that dolphin. Spoiler. I'm so into the show, man.
I love it.
If you haven't watched The Boys, you got to watch it, man. 3rd and 15, Minshew shotgun. Oh, Dolphins bringing all out blitz, and it's a screen to Laube. Laube. Oh my goodness! Laube! What an unbelievable and horrific move. I think it was such a bad spin move that then he was able to break out of a tackle. First down, Raiders. That's the greatest Madden play I've ever seen. That's the greatest Madden play I've ever seen.
Laube making us say, Wowby.
Dude, I mean, come on, man. What an unbelievable play that was. Ball at the 49. Laube just made Graf forget about Sincere McCormick in one Madden play. That's how great that was.
You think Graf asked him, he was like, dude, how good is Sincere McCormick?
There's not a doubt. That's probably the first question he asked him.
Like, bro, be honest with me. You practice with him. How great is Sincere McCormick?
If that's the first question Graf asked, I'm actually happy. Because I'm thinking Graf's going, so like, you know, you've heard the term 3rd and Chuggs. How many Chuggs are we talking here for Sincere McCormick? 3rd and 8. Ball at the 49. Dude, I don't know when. We got to figure out a way where we can raise money to get Graf, Wasted, you and me all together in a pickup basketball game. 3rd down and 8.
Can you do it?
I bet you would you guys be in? Shotgun, looks, throws, middle of the field, wide open, caught Jacoby Myers, first down and goal. Minshew's freaking cooking, man. Minshew's freaking cooking. And if you're cooking in a black jersey and you need a white one during a Raiders tailgate, you go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Yeah. And in fact, there's a Devontae Adams jersey on sale.
It's going to be hot. If you can't pay for $50,000 at the tailgate for an air-conditioned unit.
It's 20. Which, again, I know the idea they're going for those air conditioners. But, like, that's not Raiders tailgating to me. Like, the best part about Raiders tailgating is, like, at least from, like, Oakland, it was just going up through all the rows, and it was literally just, like, mini parties throughout every row. Like, you'd feel like you're like, I'm back in college. I went to 60 parties in 2 hours. And everyone's, it's an amazing time. I wouldn't like to be away from everybody else. Like, I would want to go mingle. 2nd down and goal, ball at the 3. Minshew pitch. Cuts it back up. Zamir. They're going to say he gained a yard. I don't even think he gained a yard. Ball to 2. See, when I tailgated at Oakland, I'd come through. I'd ride on the BART. I'd come through the fenced area, and then I'd cut to the right.
You'd do what at the fence?
Well, there was like a bridge, and it was fenced. That's why I have the fence tattooed on my leg, because it's like the first memory I have. I just remember all the smoke.
How did he not score there?
I'm with you. How is he still at the 2? He's got to be in. Do you kick a field goal here, or do you go for it?
I'd go for it.
I'm kind of with you.
Step on their throat.
You got to go up by 3 possessions. But I'd go to the right. I want to say I was in Lot D. And again, I only tailgated there 3 times. It was week 1 against the Broncos, week 9 against the Lions, week, would have been, 15, 16 against the Jags, final game in Oakland. They're gonna kick the field goal. They're not confident in their offense. They're gonna rely on their defense here. All right, 20-7 is the score. A game that you really thought the Raiders have dominated this game, and they're only up 20-7. What lot did you guys tailgate in Oakland? Let me know down below.
D.
I'd say D lot's where we were, in all honesty. That was the lot. I know you tried to make a D joke, but we were in D's lots. That's where we were.
Same.
What was the other really good lot in Oakland? J? Was the J lot?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Same.
You're trying to make a J joke. Caught at the goal line, going to be returned here out of the end zone. Oh, my Lord. Isaiah Polomeo and company just destroy that poor Dolphin. 20-7 is the score. Raiders up. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go.
Nico says Lot J in Vegas.
Oh, it's Lot J in Vegas. I've actually never tailgated in Vegas. We do watch parties here, so unfortunately Chuggs and I don't get to go out for game day. Though I'm hoping in the next year or two we might have an opportunity to do so. Shotgun for Tua. Looks, throws, caught. Did he get his feet in there? Saying he did. I don't know. Durham Smythe can't catch that. He's a blocking tight end.
Smithy.
2nd and 4. 3 minutes and 31 seconds to go.
Trips right.
Trips right. Who's on the left? They're going to go to him. It's a good route. Who is that? I actually don't know who that is.
Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith? Okay, that's their new tight end that they signed.
It took me a second.
I'm like, is that Tyree Wilson catching passes at tight end? Like, what are we looking at here? 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Tua got a guy on his left hip. Raiders got 4 down. They're going to bring 4. Tua, look, steps up into the pocket, throws, hit immediately.
Do you know who got that?
By Divine Diablo. Odell Beckham. I forgot Odell was on the Dolphins. Dude, this is a wild game. Kind of is, man. Kind of a wild game. Nico, he spit on that thing. 2nd down and 2. Tua, handoff. Oh, my God, I think Malcolm was getting held there. Doesn't gain anything.
Good job setting the edge.
3rd down and 2. Tackle there by Maxx Crosby. Got to get a stop here.
And I'm not talking about WWE Edge.
Who?
You think you know me.
I feel like I know that name. That's like an OG. He's got to be 30 years ago. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Edge. Handoff. He was like the shitty Triple H. No?
I wouldn't call him the shitty Triple H, but.
Okay. And it's 4th down, loss of 1. Really nice play here by Maxx Crosby. I mean, he's just patient, cleans it up, does nothing. Amari Burney on the tackle.
You've got to watch some more WWE before you can join Graf and my show.
You're doing a show?
Me and Graf, WWE.
I'm not allowed to join?
You got to watch more.
What do you mean?
You got to know about the guys.
So you want me to not only learn Spanish with Rosetta Stone, and also watch WWE?
Yeah, with Rosetta Stone.
That's insane. Do they have a Spanish version? Two birds?
Of WWE?
Yeah.
Of course.
2 birds? They probably Rey Mysterio. My one buddy in high school was obsessed with Rey Mysterio. 1st down and 10 here for the Raiders. Minute 18 to go. I can't believe we have a whole nother quarter. Raiders shotgun going to send Brock Bowers in motion. Minshew drops back. He looks, got a wide open guy. Caught. He might take this to the house. Jacoby to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Raiders! Gardner Minshew finds a wide open Jacoby Myers, and he does the rest. This is the longest play of Jacoby's career, by the way. I mean, what a horrific route there by Javon Holland. Touchdown, Jacoby. There's no way Myers has a touchdown this season of 80 yards. Jacoby Myers, if you have a touchdown this season...
Oh, they're going for 2?
AP, let's go, man. Minshew under center. Gonna drop back. Oh, God. That was bad. That play had a 0% chance. Though, I respect them trying to go for it. You try to go up 3 touchdowns. It's a big difference. I respect it. 26-7. I don't think anybody predicted this score, personally. I don't think anybody predicted this score. Who we got here rocking with us, man? Who's here rocking with us? You want to shout out here on the Raiders Report?
Who's rocking with us?
I want to see some TDs down below.
Who the hell is rocking?
You say it, too.
What?
Rocking with you.
I do.
I know you do. I was watching one of your shows the other day. Kickoff. A little bit of a glitch there.
Oh, what'd you call me?
No, dude. Earlier, I started to sweat. 26-7. I mean, if you're the Raiders, you got to just keep doing exactly what you're doing. I think if there's one thing that I hate that the NFL does is they just go so soft, like prevent to like prevent like the big play.
Yeah.
Where they still end up giving up a touchdown. If you're the Raiders, you've done do exactly what you've been doing. And if they score a touchdown, they've earned it. Like, do exactly what you've been doing. Love it. Loss of 4. I mean, this is how I expect the Raiders defense to play this season. This is a totally dominant performance.
Yeah. Everybody was mad that the defense sucked the past couple of weeks.
This is a dominant performance.
AP, the defense, they heard all your super chats.
Tua under center. Fake handoff. He's going to scramble. He's not going to scramble like that. Throw caught by Odell. Tackle made by Nate Hobbs.
Backfield 360 throw.
Hey, what are we doing here?
My man 360 no-scoped that throw.
That's what I mean. Like earlier that throw, he was like scrambling. 30 yards down the field. Absolute dot. 3rd down and 6. If you're the Dolphins and you don't get this, you got to go for it. Throws completed. Really nice play design there to get your lineman down the field. Though, I feel like that's got to be an eligible receiver down the field.
I thought so too.
He's way down the field. I mean, I was going to say, if the Dolphins don't get it, you got to go for it.
Yeah. 4th quarter.
Who's here rocking? I see Darian Yoda. Can't get it right. What up, Buzz?
4.
Raider Rudy, Jason Gutierrez, Stoffel the Badger, Billy Davis. Bedrock. I mean, look at that. That's a dominating game. This is by far the best game of the season here for the Raiders. Obviously playing very motivated football for their quarterback, Gardner Minshew. Pistol formation. Tua is going to drop back. Throws. What a play. What a play by Ja'Cory Bennett. He's been flying all over the football field. Gets his hands up, swats it down. 2nd down and 10. Let's go. Can't get right. Pressure is low, but we on a mother effing plane with mother effing snakes. What does that mean?
You never seen snakes on a plane?
I have seen snakes on a plane. We're on a throw. Jonnu Smith, not Tyree Wilson. Caught, tackled. Gain of 5. 3rd down and 5.
Gain of 5.
Come on, man.
3rd down and 5.
Got a lot of Lakers fans here in the chat. Are you happy that they drafted Bronny? Give me a Y for yes and for no.
Nepo, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
I know there's a guy
I don't care what Woj says. It's a Nepo move.
Yoda Jenkins is in.
Woj was mad because he said there's a ton of nepotism in the NBA with owners and GMs and coaches and this and that, which might be true, but whenever I see it, I call it out. So you can't tell me, oh, you can't say anything about Nepo. It's Nepo.
I mean, again, I think in life in general, you got to be honest with people that you love and that you care about, right? Like, and I hope the people that are watching the show right now, to the 350 of y'all, if you're rocking with the Raiders Report, watching a Week 11 Madden Sim against the Dolphins, we consider you a real one, Chuggs and I, and we're going to share our honesty and our opinion. If that offends you, I'm sorry, then I guess we're just not good enough friends that we thought we were. But I mean, I'm with you, Chuggs. Like, no, like I want you to be able to speak your mind, but we do the exact same thing. We do the crazy shit that we do. You guys do the crazy shit that you do because we're able to have those conversations. Like, if you're not good enough friends, like this ain't the chat for you. Real talk.
I feel bad for Bronny, and I think it's selfish of LeBron for doing this and like putting.
I'm not gonna say it's selfish of LeBron because LeBron's. I'm not gonna feel. This is maybe on me. I'm not going to feel bad for a kid that, don't get me wrong, he's worked for a lot of things in his life, but there's a part of me where I'm like, he's also had it easy, in my opinion. And maybe I'm wrong for saying that. I've never met the kid, but.
I mean, his dad's been a gajillionaire since he's been a baby. So.
I think, you just got to let him play out. If he's successful, awesome. It's just got to be basketball.
I think it's selfish because his whole thing is, I want to play with Bronny. I want to play with Bronny. So I think it's almost forced him to be like, even though he's not ready for the NBA, to kind of take that next step because, I have to play before my dad gets out of the league.
No, I hear you. I don't know. I think LeBron's a stand-up guy.
Do you know who else is a stand-up guy?
Oh! C! Raider! Bang! What's up, OC? OC. I'll tell you what, you guys are trying to make me not be able to see.
He said to all the real ones out there, spam the OCs. Spam the OCs. And while you're down there spamming OCs, if you want a Raiders jersey, go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. We are in the Fanatics red zone, by the way. Am I right? Spam those OCs.
OC.
Hand off.
Raider.
Ow! No entry. Marcus Epps says you must be this tall to pass the goal line.
I want all of y'all to know that there's 2 beers in here. I didn't finish my one from before. This thing is heavy. Do you want to feel my Murbanga?
Oh, yeah. I'll feel your Murbanga. I formation. Fullback dive. And he gets in. Alec Ingold. Legend?
Mm-hmm.
Raider legend, Alec Ingold. So you almost feel good about them scoring there.
No, I don't feel good about him scoring. But if there's anybody from the Dolphins to score, I'm glad it's him. He's actually one of the best human beings, I think, that are in the NFL. Like, legitimately, stand-up guy. Had the opportunity to talk to him a few times. But our good friend at Barcode.
You always talk about Alec Ingold's burger.
Dude. If you like cheese curds, now, it's not on the menu anymore, but you could probably ask for it. He'd probably hook it up. Barcode Burgers, best burger spot in all of Vegas. Tell him that we sent you. He'll hook you up. I promise you. It's where we've done our wing eating contest with with Jermaine Illuminor, Colton Miller, Jonathan Hankins. Like, we've done a lot of events there. They will hook you up, I promise you, if you tell them that we sent you in Vegas. But, like, the Alec Ingold burger with cheese curds on it, it's unbelievable. If you're like somebody like, I like the onion rings on a burger, or I like something fried on a burger, when it's also cheese, I like cheese a lot, dude. It's unbelievable, man.
It's unbelievable.
We got another one. Another one.
From Jack.
Jack Bauer Bucks in Boston. Bang!
Shout out to my wife, Emma Grace and Emma Grace and Miss Riley. That's my name. Big Raiders fan from Lausanne, Tasmania, Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. I mean, bonjour to you, good sir. Are those grapefruits? Get a picture. I'll say this.
Launceston, Tasmania, Australia.
Shout out to him. Also, he was trying to figure it out. He sent in a 1 before. That's like, so what Jack was trying to do there is what we like to call on YouTube, just, get your foot wet. He was just seeing how it felt.
Jack,
just wanted to see how it was.
Jack, I got to ask you, I'm really big into Australian TV right now. Love Australian Survivor.
Survivor, dude. Don't even get him started.
They freak out.
We've been actually thinking about naming the show the Survivor Report.
They freak out about this one dish, and I got to ask you if you love it. Chicken palm.
Chicken palm.
They all freak out. They're like, chicken palm!
Honestly, you kind of look like a chicken parm right now.
Put another shrimp on the barbie!
If you unbuttoned another one of your shirts and you let some more of that spaghetti hang out, you kind of look like chicken parm. There's a lot of cheese. There's a little bit of a burnt end at the top, but I'll tell you what, that looks like chicken parm if I've ever seen it. Punt. I'll tell you what, this game's going to be an interesting one. Patrick! Bay!
Little chuggy parm.
A little chuggy parm. Never hurt nobody. Shout out for Alec Ingold. Heck of a guy. Love that man. Once a Raider. I do subscribe to the idea of once a Raider, but I am also the fan that subscribes to the idea of I get to pick who that Raider is. I mean, like Antonio Brown, not a Raider. Trent Brown, not a Raider to me. Like, I don't think people, just because you get to put on that uniform, deserve to...
That guy who was scamming people for tickets.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that one. That's a whole nother story. That was wild, though.
Not a Raider.
That Wi-Fi guy, not a Raider. 2nd and 4.
Except my marriage.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Dude, I'll tell you what. This is going to be a hell of a day. Ball's out. Oh, they're going to say it's incomplete. I thought it was a fumble.
Need to stop here.
3rd down and 4.
If they score here, this is a game.
Yeah. You know what? We got it. We can do it.
What about Jerry Rice?
I'll admit, if the greatest wide receiver of all time wants to claim he's a Raider and not a Niner, I'm okay with it. Throw. Dude, I don't know if he got it. 4th and Chuggs. He didn't get it. You got to go for it here. I'll tell you what. That's not a lot of Chuggs either. That's
a half Chuggs.
That's Chuggs getting out of the pool.
Yeah.
Getting out of the pool is the most infuriating time of your life as a man, I think. You're like, how did this happen? You go from the front of the Murbanga to the back. All you got to do is get in the pool.
That's Chuggs in December.
Oh, he completed it to Tyreek Hill. I'll tell you what, they've done a good job against Tyreek Hill.
And there we go.
I'll tell you what, I told Chuggs before today's show started, I don't think I'm going to drink that much. Tomorrow's Friday happy hour is going to be something. Will I pee my pants? Only time will tell. Oh, what a breakup there by Jack Jones. What a breakup there by Jack Jones. Time left here on the clock, 2 minutes, 44 seconds for Robert Jansen. Robert, put your glasses on. Come on. 2 a shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 2 is going to drop back. He's looking. He's still looking. Wide open. Jalen Waddle, but I think he got tackled in bounds. Clock's still ticking. Clock's still ticking.
Tick.
This game is way too close for how much the Raiders have dominated. It's Michael Riley. That's my name.
It got cut off. Jack Bauer, a.k.a. Michael Royley.
Michael Royley at Royley's Auto Pots. Tua. Oh, my goodness.
Facing.
How do you, I mean, in all honesty, how do you not catch that football? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here.
Robert says on the phone, tiny stuff. No, Robert, we were talking about the stream, not that.
2nd and goal. Tua looking, throws, caught. I'll tell you what, we got ourselves a ball game here.
Not talking about what's going on over at Robert's house.
Or what Odell's doing right now. We got ourselves a ball game here. 20-26.
I think a dingo ate your baby.
Did you know if you say rise up lights, it sounds like you're saying razor blades? Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights. Rise up lights. Raise up lights.
Rise up lights.
You just sound like you're Australian right from the jump.
Do the Dolphins have a chance to win this game? No.
If somebody's like, are you Australian? You look at them confidently, you say rise up lights. And they'll be like, did you say razor blades? You just nod your head. You walk away. You're like, that guy's freaking Australian. Not a doubt in my life. All right, here we go. 26-21. There's 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Dolphins have all 3 timeouts. I mean, there is more than enough time for the Raiders to lose a game that I didn't even think was possible for them to lose.
Dylan Laube.
Laube.
Australian.
And here comes Gardner Minshew. You got to, I mean, what do you do here? Do you run or do you pass? Do you run the football? No?
I throw it.
You're going to throw it here?
In Minshew, I trust.
In Minshew, I trust. I respect it. Yeah, maybe you only got 6 seconds, but again, the more and more time you leave them.
Australian for bear.
You got to be physical with Miami. Let's go. Get physical. I'm going to run the rock here. Gardner, handoff. Zamir, just way too much dancing. I'll tell you what, though, he kind of looked like Josh Jacobs there. Gets all the way up to the 2-minute warning and a nice pickup here. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. I hope Zamir White has that vision and bounce in real life football. Go back to him, Gardner. Go back to him. Gardner, under center. Handoff, Zeus. Oh, he's dancing. Hang on to the football. Timeout, Miami, 3rd down and 1. What do you do here?
I feel like you have to throw here.
I love that the Dolphins did a fullback dive. Yeah. Then it fell. Turned off.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1. 26-21.
Jeff Cooperstein.
That would have been bad. Gardner Minshew out of shotgun. I can't tell you how much I hate this. Throw caught by Devontae, but there's a flag. Oh, my goodness. Pass interference. Holy shit. I mean, but what are we doing, though?
That does suck, though, because it does stop the clock for free.
It does stop the clock, but I don't even understand. It's 3rd down and 1. You've been running the football. How on earth are you going to go out of shotgun? I mean, how are you going to go out of shotgun? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, you do it.
The cats and the boy and Mrs. Brown. 1st down and 10. Gardner. Oh, my Lord. He's going nowhere. 2nd down and 11. 1st down to win the game.
It's a technical foul.
2nd down and... Oh, it was a replay. That's the exact same play.
It's like, holy shit.
It was like, twice?
They did it again.
Twice? Do you actually know what he actually says?
What?
Whitey Duvall? I don't know either. I just know it is cats in the morning, Mr. Bear. Handoff, Zamir! 1st down! Raiders! Spam those just one, babies! Spam those just one, babies. Got the dub. Raiders improved to 6-4 in this Madden season. Here's going to be your final call. $20 Venmo for a chance to get in and win a little bit of money. Also on top of that, we are also doing another raffle today. Every $20 super chat and above, you have the opportunity to be the official sponsor of a Raiders Report episode tomorrow. JWBs, what up, Zelez? Ken, Raider Rudy, Yoda Jenkins. That's a big win, man. I don't know why we're not kneeling, but it's a big win. Dude, imagine he fumbles. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Get those JWBs in.
No.
Is that the Doodle Bob? The Doodle Bob?
No, we were just doing 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh. Are you thinking SpongeBob?
Yeah.
That's Mahoy Mahoy.
Mehoy.
Yeah, no, if you don't...
4th and 8.
I mean, this game's over. This is blouses.
Also,
Blouses.
Vinthrak. Ball game.
Ball game.
Oh, no, they're punting it.
No, they're not.
No way. They're punting. Out of bounds. Okay.
I got cayenne, and it's not good. I'm going to be honest. If the Raiders trot out their punter and actually punt the football with 2 seconds left, it's not going to be good. Raiders win. Now 6-4. For more Madden live streams, hit that subscribe button. All right. There's a lot of chicken parm coming out of your shirt right now. Final chance to get in. Final chance to get in. I see Patrick Rowe. You're in. You're in. Charles G is in again. $20 Venmo. You'd have the opportunity to win $190 here on the Raiders Report. If we don't get anybody, $180. There's a lot of chicken parm going on right there. A lot of chicken parma. All right, do you want to do the sponsorship race first? All right, so anybody that sent in anything higher than a 20. How about that? Though, yep, that's fine. We'll let it happen. I will say this. If anybody wants to be a kind soul, and if you win this, and if you want to give it to Crash Dog wants, he's been really pushing for something special with the Wounded Warrior Project. Oh, live Oakland. You're an interesting man. Joe DeSimone says, Vinny Chuggarino. Vinny Chuggarino. If you only had a mustache, I could buy in. Though, Noah Santana, I haven't forgotten. I'm going mustache. I've been growing out my beard. I don't know if you guys could tell. I've been growing out my beard, so that way I could rock the Noah Santana mustache. I got my bachelor party coming up here in about a month. I'm thinking mustache at the bachelor party is a must. Here's my question to you. Do you think it's mean? You guys, I've been wondering this too. If I make everybody, all my guys, if I tell them right now, mustache at the bachelor party only. Like no beards, no clean shaven. Every single person has to have a mustache. Because one of my friends can't grow one, or it's just really bad. Marshall then would have to shave his beard. Dude, Chase can't grow one, but he'd have to try. Is it a mean thing to ask? Like mustaches. Stashes only. It'd be kind of wild, man. I guess you could do a fake stash. It'd be better, though, if it was a real stash. Did I send them to you or no? Oh, yeah. Sorry, you said TV, and I was like, did I do that? All right, so how many people do we have in? So the winner of this race, you get to be the sponsor on a show tomorrow here on the Raiders Report. So the way that this is going to go is if you win, if you have Venmo, if you can, if we're already like connected on Venmo, send me a message of what you want to do. But you're going to be the presenting sponsor on a show tomorrow. And then if there's like anything, like whether you have like your own business, if you want to push your social media, cool. If you just want to give like more notoriety to something important in your life, I think these are the time of years where there's a lot of people that watch this show that do a lot of crazy things that might not have the platform, might not have the voice that Chuggs and I have been able to create here. So if there's something like really, really cool that you're doing and you want more people to know about it, that's what this race is going to be. So whoever wins this race, please, 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 please give me something cool to talk about tomorrow on the show. And if you can't think of anything, then just donate it to LA Crash Dog, because Crash Dog's got something cool. All right, Chuggs, you ready? You guys ready? Let's go. Winner of this race, sponsor on tomorrow's show. Out to the early lead is Luigi, better known as John Scheffler. What is Blaine Craig? I don't know. Yoda looks like Chuggs. Crash Dog is Iron Man. OC's Pikachu. We got Simpson for Ventrac. Jack Bauer is that Flash? What is Noah Santana? A penguin? Ed Robbins is a pumpkin. I don't know what that is. Koala? A cow? Bro, that's not a cow. Ed Robbins is in the wrong month, bro. Halloween was a long time ago. Yoda Jenkins. Right now, Ventrac would be the winner. Though Ed Robbins is creeping. Robbins is creeping. Oh, wow. Looks like OC Raider wants it more than anybody. OC Raider with the win. All right, OC. So you just won. You're going to be the sponsor on a show tomorrow. So obviously, I already have your Venmo. So message me on Venmo what you want me to do for tomorrow's show. So if like you own a business, I'll promote it. If you want me to promote something else going on in the world, like I'll promote it. Obviously, like certain things, I'll veto some things. But like something good that you think that more people deserve to know about, you let me know, and we're going to promote it on tomorrow's show. Let Crash have it. All right, Crash Dog, you send me everything that you want me to promote tomorrow, and we're gonna do a show around that, presented by that, just for you. So hopefully, Crash, hopefully you're still here. All right, he's here. Crash, so hit me up on Venmo. Tell me exactly what you want me to talk about, and then maybe like a few talking points that you think are really, really important. And I'm going to treat it like I would like a Manscaped show. So I'll say, hey, man, today's show presented by LA Crash Dog. Wants to give a shout out for this. And then like halfway through the show, I'll give you like 30, 60 seconds of, talking about what you want. I want to bring more attention to things that are going on in y'all's life too. I know you guys help us out a lot here. So real talk. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Chuggs, final opportunity to get in for the Venmo race. I refreshed my phone. I don't have anybody else. So winner of this race is going to get $180 here on the Raiders Report. $180 here on the Raiders Report. Well, that is until Anthony Green decided to wait till the last minute. Put Anthony Green in. Winner now gets $190. Anthony Green. Now, reminder, Chuggs and I are in this race, okay? If Chuggs wins, he gets to keep that money. If I win, I get to keep that money. Here we go. 3, 2. Are you in it? Oh, shit. I'm looking on TV. Chuggs got it on TV behind me. People are like, what is happening right now? All right, winner. I'm going to refresh one more time. I don't see anybody else. Winner gets $190. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. Joe Maldonado can't walk, followed by Charles G. Yoda Jenkins in the very, very back. Watch out for Chad Copeland. I think this might be like one of his first races I've ever seen him in. Albert Flores, sorry for the semicolon. Crash Dog there, down at the bottom. Rustin Long, followed by Blaine Craig. Now Rustin Long's out by a snout. Justin Gutierrez, followed by Mitch. I'm kind of rooting for Mitch right now, though I don't think it's going to happen. Yoda Jenkins, pulling up. Rustin Long's been running a really, really solid race. The dark horse Chuggs making this a little bit more interesting. Chad Copeland, winner gets $190. LA Crash Dog, Chuggs. Bro, if you win, yeah, I don't think you're going to win either. I like where Mitch is at, though. Husker Raider, Anthony Green. Watch out for Charles G up there at the top. Charles Z's starting to pull up. Charles G, both of them starting to pull up. Mitch, Anthony Green in the red. Anthony Green I really thought Crash Dog was going to win because he's wearing the same color that you are. I really did. The fact that Anthony was the last one to get in and won. Oh, Anthony. Congrats to you. Anthony Green, can you just confirm with us down below that you won $190 here on the Raiders Report? Anthony Green. Rigged! Rigged. I'm calling rigged. All right, y'all. We only have a few more days of this June sub battle, and quite frankly, we're getting our ass kicked. And I already told you earlier, Chat Sports, we have a power ranking, and the Raiders Report, we've been number one on that power ranking for about 2 years in a row. That's 24 straight months. This past month, we got bumped down to number 2. We lost the Super Chat battle with Steelers. Steelers had more Super Chats than we did this month. But also, we're losing this sub battle, the 49ers. I want to reclaim the throne here at Chat Sports. I want to be the number 1 spot on the show. Like, for Chat Sports through and through, I want to be number 1. So I hope that you guys feel the exact same way. If you can, please hit that subscribe button. Send it out to a bunch of other Raider fans. Help us win this June sub battle. We still got a few days left. I'm not giving up. I'm going to believe in the nation. You guys have never let me down before. Let's win this one. I'll be back, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Chuggs and I, Friday happy hour. We're going to have a hell of a bounce back. Tomorrow's show, though, going to be a lot of fun. Got a special surprise. Peace out. Have a good night. Go Raiders.